let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The enemy is coming.
Because we have been deceived. We have been told we are in a democracy where everybody is equal. The truth and the reality is that we are in a system of racism, white supremacy.
Avoid racial shadowboxing. When victims of racism, non-white people, that's who we are directly or indirectly assigned, bribed, coerced, or otherwise influenced by the white supremacists to speak and or act to do harm to other victims, such speech or action can be described as, quote, racial shadowboxing.
The American people don't know what's going on in this country. The country is going to hell. It ain't black people sending it there. We are the victims of what is going on.
Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Read the Tavistock Institute. Every lecture I show this book. These are written by white boys long before us. This was going on. They came to America as operatives coming among us. Remember back in the day, this book talks about the nefarious niggerization of hip-hop, the first millennium edition of the American Directory Certified Uncle Toms. It talked about how these young white boys started establishing all these record companies, these subsidiaries, because their parents owned the majors. They got distribution, so they could sign the brothers to these subsidiary labels. Are you following me? They were the ones that said that they were gonna make you calling yourself a nigga very popular.
Peace. Peace. This is the Enemy's Public. I am Bro.Nasir. This evening, we're going to talk about the double standards. It's nothing new. It's really not a double standard. I'm just saying it's a double standard for the sake of argument, yet it's really the only standard that a wicked government operates in. I have on the stream today my brother Big Dog Philly OG. Brothers tapping in with me this evening to go over the double standards. People see it as audacity when we have a word to say, or even when we defend ourselves. People see that as audacity. They don't expect us not to even defend ourselves when we are violently aggressed, or if we're talked to in a way that no one should talk to people. If we react to it like a normal person, they think we have audacity. That's audacity to do. And we shouldn't defend ourselves like men and women. Now, by now, everyone knows about the brawl that happened in Ohio, a hot spot this year. Ohio's been a hot spot this year. You know, Rodney Hinton Jr. son, you know, that happened in that area. He was killed by the police, and the brother, I guess he didn't have faith in the justice system, and he served justice, you know, his way. And it was a music fest going on in Cincinnati. And some people felt compelled to put their hands on other people. It was an exchange of words, but they squashed it. And then some drunk white man decided that it was a good idea to slap a brother in the face. And because they got the living shit beat out them, people see that as hate. What was he supposed to do? What does a man supposed to do when another man slap him? Turn the other cheek, as they say in the Bible? No, we don't turn the other cheek. No, we turn the other's cheek. We turn his cheek, not ours. If he slap me, I turn his cheek with a right hook. That's what we do. We fight back. We don't be meek and weak because we're men. We have a presentation. We have video footage. Before I get started, Big Dog, do you have anything you want to add before we start the video presentation?
Yeah, say grand rising to everybody. Thank my brother, the enemy's public, for let me tap in with him. Much love and respect to everybody in the chat, and to my brother, the enemy's public. Very valid points that you made. You know what I mean? We have situation after situation where the same thing happened, and we end up being, from victims to, having to fight for our lives in the criminal justice system. But I'm totally with you 110%. Grand rising, everybody.
Yes, sir. Let's get into this. We're going to start off with a teen being assaulted in Simi Valley, coming from the movies. And he was assaulted by a group of white boys. One of them happened to be a cop's son. And they treated it like it was nothing.
A teen who was beaten and attacked in what some say was a racist assault is speaking out as community members demand accountability. 18-year-old Michael Robinson believes he was targeted because he is black and says he was chased by a mob of teenagers hurling racist slurs in the parking lot of a movie theater last week.
While 4 of the teens have been arrested, many in the community want the attack investigated thoroughly and the teens to be held accountable.
Rachel Menitoff live in Simi Valley with more on the ongoing investigation and the calls for justice tonight. Rachel.
Hi, good evening. The victim, Michael, tells me he's sharing his story tonight, not only for himself, but for others who have been harassed and victimized by this group. And he says the city and the police needs to take it seriously. Michael Robinson says a night out with his friends turned into this nightmare of a scene. He says a group of intoxicated, hostile teenagers started by picking on his friend with whom they had prior issues and then turned their rage on him. Robinson described their unrelenting punches, kicks, and their hurling of racial slurs.
They hit one of my friends in the face first, then they hit another. And then they come and they rush me, and I'm in between 2 cars. I managed to get out from behind the 2 cars, and I run into the parking lot. As I get into the parking lot, they proceed to slam me into the hood of somebody's car and jump me.
From one angle, you see Robinson trying to shield himself from their blows with a chair and then took off running. He says he pleaded with a mall security guard to intervene, but the person cowered, didn't offer any kind of lifeline in his time of need.
But they still caught me. And when they caught me, they decided they were going to put my head in a trash can and proceed to hit me in the back of my head.
Several people have written into...
I tell you, whoever filmed this has a terrible camera on their phone. This is terrible. Was it an iPhone 1? The first Android with a phone or something? Because the footage is terrible.
To KTLA, alleging this same group of white teenagers are responsible for victimizing other black and brown teenagers. Robinson's attorney, Jamal Tucson, says they're calling for an equitable investigation.
The entire county of Ventura is watching. and broadly on a national level, we are going to be looking to see how this situation is handled.
During a passionate Simi Valley City Council meeting Monday night, residents echoed these demands.
What happened on Saturday is a hate crime, and I urge you to ask the DA to investigate and prosecute it as such.
Hate crimes cannot continue to be swept under the rug. On behalf of the Black student body of Simi Valley, we demand justice for Michael Robinson.
The Simi Valley Police Department.
Now, one of the thugs that was involved is a cop. Not a cop. His father's a cop. And when the police arrived, he knew some of them, and he treated it like it was nothing. Going up to them, saying what's up, hugging them, and some of them pushed them off them, but they don't take these type of things serious until one of us fight back and one of them get hurt. Then they'll take it serious and say a crime or an altercation that they started, they'll say we committed a hate crime by fighting back. That's how it's getting. This is just escalating. It's becoming worse.
Confirms that 4 teens were arrested for misdemeanor battery and that one of them is the son of a local police officer. This officer, they say, is not involved in the investigation.
I forgive them, but there's consequences to your actions. I'm not the only person. I'm fighting.
Now, this is the part I don't like. I can't stand when our people say that they forgive someone who haven't even expressed remorse for what they did, didn't express no remorse, didn't apologize to you, but you forgive them. This is absolutely stupidity to me. It's stupid. And that's the reason why they do what they do to us, because we're so forgiving to people who are not sorry for what they did. And this is expected of us, to be forgiving, but they're not forgiving. If we did something to them, they wouldn't be forgiving, but they expect us to be forgiving. And we're forgiving to a fault. We should never forgive people who attack us violently with no cause. We're doing nothing to them, and they just decide to commit violence on us. We don't forgive that.
It's not just my voice. It's many.
And the 4 teenagers have been cited and released to their parents. Because this involves juveniles, it will first go to probation, and then probation will refer the case to the district attorney's office. The DA says it hasn't yet seen the case, and therefore it can't say anything further at this point.
If it's a crime when someone uses violence, it should go straight to the prosecution. It shouldn't go to probation. See, that's the reason why it's going to probation, because they're treating it like it's nothing and mentioning that they're minors. Treating it, but if it was one of us, they'll say 18-year-old man when it's a teen. Still a teen.
That's the very latest in Simi Valley tonight. I'm Rachel Menitoff. Share Micah, back to you.
Rachel, thank you.
Now, this is probably before they caught the boys, the young boys who beat the brother up coming out of movie theater.
Now at 11, police are searching for a group of teens.
I'm going to skip past this video because it got to the bottom of it. I don't want to spend too much time on that because...
Well, that young man is speaking out for the very first time, and he says...
They said he was attacked. It was a racial attack.
The video of the downtown brawl shows more of what happened as the violence broke out last Saturday morning. This comes as one of the suspects has his first court appearance today. Local 12's Katie Amrine details what that video.
Which is crazy about the downtown brawl in Cincinnati is with all the people that they seen fighting on the videos, all those who were involved, they rounded up all the black people first and put them on the news. They were the first ones on the news as the culprits when it was a white man who started the whole thing. And it would have never happened if that man would have just left it alone. It was an altercation. It was squashed. And then a white man felt that it was a good idea to slap a brother in the face. And then that's when the whole melee, the whole brawl started. And a woman got knocked out when she should have, if she wasn't involved in that, she should have kept her ass out the way. You don't get in the way when men fighting. If there's a brawl, men fighting, you don't get in that. Because if I'm fighting, anybody that's not with me, catch the hands if you get near me, because I don't know what you're planning to do. I don't know if you're trying to stick me with something or hit me with something. So if you come near me while I'm fighting, I'm going to do what I know to do while I'm fighting. It's not necessarily that I want to hit anybody that's around me, but if you get close enough, I don't know what you plan to do. So you should, if you're not in it, stay out of it. Don't go near it. Back up. I don't know if she was involved or not.
Captured. Katie.
Well, as we know, 6 people are facing charges in connection to the brawl in downtown Cincinnati last weekend that has garnered national attention. 4 of those people are in custody, including Jermaine Matthews, Dominique Kittle, Montanez Merriweather, and Dakira Vernon. A new video given to us by Jay Blacks provides more context of what happened shortly before and after the fight.
The video begins with a group of men standing together. 2 of the men exchange heated words, getting ready to throw punches. 2 other men, including one in a black shirt and white pants, try to intervene. Shortly after, the Caucasian man in a white shirt is seen slapping a black man in a red shirt, believed to be Jermaine Matthews. The fight then spills into the street. That's when chaos erupts. Moments later, 2 men are seen lying in the street, one of them being the man in the white shirt. As he gets up, someone nearby is heard.
What did they expect to happen when somebody slaps somebody in the face? What do they expect to happen? People intervened and broke up the altercation. He escalated it by slapping the man.
Heard shouting a racial slur repeatedly. A crowd gathers around the man in a gray shirt still on the ground, with a man kicking him. After getting to his feet, the Caucasian man in gray pushes the man who kicked him onto the sidewalk, and both move back into the street. The brawl escalates again as the man who kicked.
Peace to my brother T. Riggles. How you doing, my brother? What's the word?
Peace to you, Brother Nasir. Great topic today. This will be the first time I'm really gonna kind of getting into this. Keep it rolling, brother.
Yes, sir. We got Big Dog Philly OG with us, brother.
Peace, Grand Rising, brother.
Hey, man, salute to you. Salute to you, OG, man. Missed you, brother. Missed you, brother.
Kicked the Caucasian man in the gray, begins swinging, and eventually throws a punch. The man in white pants from earlier can be seen following behind.
He's 62!
As more men surround the Caucasian man in gray, he can be heard yelling racial slurs in return. He then walks up to the person he claimed was responsible.
Let me tell you something. If you are 62 years old and you are a troublemaker, I would say it like this. If you are a midget with one leg and you start trouble, you know that you are a midget with one leg. And if you hit somebody, you cannot be surprised or angry if you get kicked across the room. It don't matter who you are or how old you are. What makes you think if you're 62 years old, you should know by now what will happen if you put your hands on somebody. I don't care how old you are. If you slap me in my face, it's going to be a situation. You don't put your hands on people. And then you are a white man slapping a brother in the face? Nah, you're supposed to get your ass handed to you for that. I don't advocate starting violence, but if you put your hands on me, it's going to get real violent if you put your hands on me. All I can promise is I won't start it. That's it.
For pushing him initially.
During the arraignments of one of the suspects, Tremaine Matthews, his lawyer says Matthews was involved in the fight because the man police refer to as the victim kicked Matthews' car and called him a racial slur.
All right, thanks, Katie. And the prosecutor plans to present the cases of the first 3 suspects to the grand jury Friday.
I'm going to say it straight up. This is Trump's America. He got a lot of these people walking around here chest out because he is lawless and they think they can do what they want to do to people. He's lawless, so they're behaving lawless. It was like that during his last administration. They was picking fights, thinking because he's the president and he's lawless that they can do stuff without no accountability. It's not going down like that.
Now, as we've mentioned, a 4th suspect in the downtown brawl is in jail tonight after facing a judge this morning. Dominic Kittle is facing charges of felonious assault and aggravated rioting. Prosecutors say Kittle attacked a man from behind and tried to take his wallet. When he was unsuccessful, prosecutors say he knocked someone out. Now, Kittle's attorney says Kittle has schizophrenia and was scared. He also brought up the lack of charges for a man seen throwing a punch in those videos online.
He's charged with an M1 and everybody got charged with the F4. Everybody that was involved except for the man that throws the first punch and the man that says the N-word multiple times to black people, which I find to be very
This is not the place to grandstand.
I'm not trying to grandstand, Your Honor, but I just think that
We're
that
here
was
setting
important.
bonds.
I know, but we have to understand what happened to him that night and why he made these alleged decisions that he made. And I think that that's an important part of that story.
Now, Kittle is set to return to court August 8th.
Now, the judge called that man defending his client grandstanding.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
A new arrest tonight in the
That's crazy to me. The man's defending his client. How is that grandstanding?
Man. And I don't know how this has not been tried as like a hate crime.
Well, it hasn't been litigated yet, my brother. But I agree with you. Somebody should be charged with a hate crime, and it's not the brothers. It should be the white man who started the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, I need clarity here, Brother Nasir. What is F1 and an F4? What does that mean?
Sound like tornadoes to me, but I had to say it, brother.
I know it's hard to laugh for such a serious moment, but that was kind of funny. That was good timing.
But that's according to their penal code. I don't know Cincinnati, Ohio penal code. I guess it's well, I'll tell you what it means. It has to mean this. F is felony. F1 is the most severe felony. I guess it has a scale of F1, 2, 3, 4, whatever numbers they use. So I just figured that out as I was pondering it real quick. It's a F1 felony or first degree felony. That's what an F1 is, a first degree felony. And I guess everybody else got charged with 4 F degree, you know what I'm saying? First degree, second degree, fourth degree, felony. Felony, I guess felony assault. So I guess that's what it means. Peace to my brother Drake House Music and the sister Shawanda Williams. Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate it.
The downtown Cincinnati fight and attack.
You were saying, brother?
A week later, the story continues.
You were saying something, brother?
I was gonna say, yeah, shouts out to the chat. And what's confusing? I'm so confused with the law. It's very confusing. Okay, like in the world of football, okay, the rule is you never really, the ref doesn't see the first foul play, but sees the second and the third. So what this judge is saying, right? This is what I'm getting for the judge. So judge, you're looking at the second and third foul, personal foul. You're not acknowledging the very beginning. This is what I'm getting from that. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, you're correct. And that's what the attorney was trying to explain. You can't deal with the effect without dealing with the cause. It's cause and effect. It's cause and effect. I did this because he did that. It's cause and effect. That's the laws. And that's what the attorney tried to explain to the judge.
Right.
Somebody kicked the man's car and called him a racial slur. They had an exchange of words, about to throw their hands. That was squashed. And then another man that had nothing to do with it slapped a brother. So what you think he's going to do? Hug you after that? No. We're not. Nobody should put their hands on anybody except during defending themselves. If you promise that you won't start and I promise that I won't start, it won't be a fight because neither one of us will start it.
Continues to spark national conversations about racial tension and violence. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm Cherie Pillello.
And I'm Mike Darnus. 4 people now in custody. 37-year-old Dominique Kittle is the latest to be charged with felony assault and aggravated rioting. So this comes as a room full of Cincinnati city leaders today taking questions about the fight. And tonight, we've actually obtained new video showing how it escalated, sparking more questions about who's responsible for the chaos.
WLWT News says Rachel Whalen was at today's news conference. She's breaking down the new video for us tonight. Hi, Rachel.
Well, the big question still remains, Mike and Cherie, what started this horrific fight? Cincinnati police say it's still under investigation, but they did pull back the curtain a little bit, revealing new details about the investigation, who's been charged, and who could still face consequences. Mayor Aftab Piraval and Police Chief Terry Thiegy stood side by side with community leaders.
It was
an
act of violence that shook us all.
You cannot trust this Chief Terry Thiegy. This is the same chief who tried to cover up the fact that their cop shot their young man in Cincinnati. This is the same area where Rodney Hinton Jr. did what he did after his son was killed. The same city. See, Cincinnati is a hot spot right about now.
Let me be clear. Every single person who played a role in that attack will be held accountable.
Thiegy confirms 6 victims were involved, 5 men and 1 woman. 6 suspects are facing charges. 4 so far have been arrested. Faith leader Pastor Damon Lynch wants all the key players in the brawl to face consequences.
When I see the mugshots, I only see people who look like me.
Pastor Lynch referring to this video obtained by WLWT Tonight. It was recorded by Marvin C. Bennett, who runs LT's gym. He says he was producing content for his business when the chaos erupted. It
Yeah, it's
shows
crazy.
a white man slapping a black man, then several other people join in. Eventually, the brawl spilling out into the street at 4th and Elm, where some of the victims were punched and kicked while they were down. This new video has led to a lot of questions about whether the white man behind the slap is
Salute the Straight Smoke. Thanks for
also a
tapping in.
suspect. I asked city leaders directly.
Well, the man that Pastor
How could they ask the question whether he's a suspect when he started the whole thing? Is he a suspect? He should be. He should have the most charges because he started the whole thing. If you slap a man in his face, that's the ultimate insult to a man. You slap him in his face. And especially if you're a Caucasian man slapping on a brother. That's outright trying to sun him. And if you're a real man, you're going to take real offense to that.
Pastor Lynch was talking about, who made the slap that you could see on some of the cameras on social media. Well, he'd be facing charges.
We are actively investigating him. We take all violence very seriously. As I mentioned, I expect more charges and more arrests.
They spoke to his counsel.
Why are they investigating the man who slapped somebody, but the other ones are under arrest? Now, this is outright biased. We're actively investigating the man who started it all when you know he slapped somebody that started the entire thing. He should be the first one under arrest because he started the violence, but he's being investigated.
His counsel before they went down to see him, and the
That's crazy.
counsel said no. He did not want the police talking to his client. So therefore, we have not had a conversation with him yet.
It shouldn't be a conversation. He should be under arrest, like the brothers and the sister that you arrested. He should be under arrest. Forget having a conversation. We want to talk to him. No, he should be under arrest. It should be a warrant for his arrest because he started a brawl.
Now, we have, or Cincinnati police have said time and time
Exactly,
that social
Straight
media
Smoke.
does not
He
paint
is
the full picture.
Exactly, Straight Smoke. He is the primary, so he's supposed to be under arrest, and he's supposed to have that F1, felony assault in the first degree. He should have that. That's what he should be facing. Whatever that penal code is, that's what he should be facing.
Sure. That's
Wait a
why we
minute.
filed a
Wait a
records
minute, brother,
request
Steve.
asking for more footage of the incident.
Yes, sir, brother.
Before they cut me off again, are you telling me that the one that started the fight isn't in jail?
He wasn't arrested. They said his attorney said he don't want the police talking to his client. The other ones, the brothers and the sister, were in custody at the time of this video. But the man who started the whole thing was not arrested.
And let me ask you a question. Is Cincinnati known for racial tension?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Cincinnati got one of the most corrupt police departments in the United States. I'm going to tell you that straight up.
Ooh.
One of the most corrupt police departments in the United States.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say this also. Women should not be running police departments. They should not, because people can say it's chauvinistic. They can say whatever. They should not. They don't have the mental capacity to run a police department because men barely has it. Men barely can run the police department.
Incident.
I'm
The Cincinnati
taken
police says their
back.
cameras did not capture.
You were saying, brother?
I'm sorry. I'm taken back by this. The one who started the brawl isn't in custody right now behind bars, but the brothers are. Someone's got to make that make sense to me.
I mean, brother, I wish I can do it, but I wish I can make it make sense, but this is how these people operate. And it don't have to make sense to them. They are white and they say so. That's their mentality. They're white and they say so.
The fight. But Chief Thigi did say today that she may release additional footage sometime next week. So we'll be sure to keep you updated. I'm reporting live in Cincinnati. Rachel Wayne.
Releasing the footage is it's nothing really. And it's like shoving it in our face. Releasing the footage and we knowing who started it. Yet you got mugshots all over the news, all over the United States, trying the brothers and the sister in public opinion, but you don't got the people who started it mugshots all over the place. See, they are trying. That's why I say the media is multi-ethnic destruction in America. Maniac Europeans, devils in action. And that's what they're doing. And news is never ending white supremacy. That's what the news is. They showing the brothers and sisters all over the news. And people are getting a mental picture and they and they're being biased with how they're reporting the news. And these brothers and sisters are being tried in public opinion without any facts.
This, I'm
Joanne,
sorry, but
WLWT News 5.
Now we're gonna get some people giving their take on what happened that was there. And a lot of them are white people, and they're saying that the white man started the whole thing. That's what they're saying.
Check this picture out. There's the still shot.
And it was a Russian man, too. He was Russian.
Of Goonie 2-Time getting slapped. Okay? Now, pack that up. Now I'm going to show you. Here comes the brawl that happens after the slap. Check it out.
Before we even get into this clip, I need you to hear me out, because the way this whole story has been told in the media is straight up misleading. They're making it seem like a bunch of black folks just jumped some random white guy out of nowhere in Cincinnati. That's not what happened. And when you see the real footage, you're gonna understand why people are upset. This wasn't some random attack. This all started when a man, and let's be clear, he's not even American, he's Russian, walked right up to a young black man and slapped him across the face. Yeah, slapped him. And you already know, that's not something you just let slide. But here's the thing, the news left that part out. They didn't show you the beginning. They didn't show you what sparked everything. They just showed you the part that makes us look bad, without any context. So before you judge, before you decide what you think happened, watch this. Watch the whole thing. And remember, there's always more to the story than what they put on the news.
Y'all hold up for a minute. Let's talk about Cincinnati, Ohio.
Salute to the God Warfare K. Thanks for tapping in, brother.
Cause that little white boy, old man, whatever you want to call him, was not innocent. That white boy reached and slapped the brother in the red shirt across the face and started the fight. Now, they may have had words for 20, 30 minutes. I don't care. He reached and put hands on the black man first. And then he got his ass handed to him. As far as the lady getting hit, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. But what I don't agree with is white women and their just ability to have to get into the middle of two grown men fighting. Let him get his ass whooped.
Exactly what I was saying. When men are fighting, women should get in a close, a safe distance from that fight. A very safe distance from that fight when men are fighting. Why she chose to get involved or put herself in between that is beyond me. Step your little ass back and let them handle it like men.
I don't care if you love me, if whatever, just stay back. Just stay out of it. Because when they get hit, then it's a problem. Now, that was a direct attack on her. She got knocked the fuck out, and that was on purpose. But she should have stayed back at that point. Situational awareness, people. Do not jump in there. And I'm betting all of them dudes, had they kept their mouth shut and walked the fuck on, wouldn't have started. I'm sorry, but that was not just a group of random brothers walking down the street looking for some white boys to beat up on. That was a bunch of motherfuckers bumping them gums until he reached and swatted that old boy's face and slapped him across the face, and then he got his ass handed to him. That wasn't a race crime. That wasn't no hate crime. That was an ass whooping.
That's all.
He should have never put his hands on that brother. If they disagree, and I have disagreed with plenty of brothers in the street, I ain't put my hands on none of them. We talk it out like men. Now, after the first punch got thrown, no, that was some bullshit. I don't agree with a crowd jumping on people. I don't agree with him trying to pickpocket the dude, steal his wallet in the middle of the street while he's knocked the fuck out. Those dudes need to go to prison. But slapping him and starting a fight, that was all on the white dude. Sorry. And I ain't 100% sure, but I don't think they was white. I don't think they was white. Nah. Don't look like it. But why was they starting shit? Somebody bumped into somebody. Who cares? The white boy slapped the brother across the face and got his ass whooped. That's justifiable.
So the Cincinnati mob beating viral video of some white folks, I think a husband and a wife, or two dudes, and one of the dudes' wife got the holy shit kicked out of them by a group of black folks. But the media is not telling you what led up to this incident. They're portraying it and playing it as this was just a mob attack, a jumping of some white folks by a group of black folks. So I wanted to wait until I had.
That's what the media and the police want us to believe. But it's too many people that was out there that have the real information. They're not going to be able to cover this up. They're going to have to charge those. I mean, if you're involved in the fight and you want to charge people accordingly, that's what they're going to have to do. But you're not going to be able to charge the brothers and the sisters with a hate crime and don't charge the Russian guy. As a matter of fact, the Russian guy need to be deported. Deport his ass. He should be rounded up, just like, I mean, you going after these Hispanics and everything, and these people from other countries. Send his ass back to Russia. Send his ass back to Putin. Tell Putin to come get his fucking boy.
For real.
Because he'll be slapping people.
Look, Brother Nasir, I want to know from the gentleman that was just speaking, what is white? What that mean?
White to him is probably born here. Probably born here.
All right. I'm in the same boat as you. When the women, you don't need to jump in, ladies. Let the men be men, and we don't want to see women get knocked out like that. But we gotta. I look at that. Okay, that's just a casualty of war. You was in the crossfire. You shouldn't have been there.
Exactly.
But,
just imagine you fighting. You just imagine you fighting, then you see somebody behind you. Your reflection. I know my reflection is going to be able to hit anything close to me. If I'm fighting and you get in my peripheral and I see you coming towards me, I'm not going to I'm not gonna hold that punch. I'm gonna throw it.
Yeah.
But once the arrow leave the bow, you can't call it back.
You can't call it back.
You can't call it back. It left already.
Some more of the backstory before I came in front of my followers here to let y'all know what was really going on. So I'm going to show you some receipts. I'm going to show you some still shots and about 2 videos. So just stick with me as we break this down, because I think it's really important for race relations and tensions and stuff like that here in the United States of America. So first of all, I grew up in the hood. Every fight, there's somebody going to jump you. Okay, let's just put that out there. But I do not agree with the mob mentality at all. I'm all about the 1-on-1 or the 2-on-1 or whatever. But the whole mob mentality, I don't agree on that or with that at all.
But that's the way Caucasians do it. That's the way they do it. They'll never fight 1-on-1. Why you think when one of us is pulled over by the police, what's the first thing they do? If you stand up and be a man, you're going back and forth. You get on the radio and call for backup. And you're only one person, but they'll call for backup.
That's facts.
You're only one person, but they'll call for backup. Why? Because that's how they roll.
Okay. With that said, understand what led up to this. The news, and I'll show you the clip. The news is showing you what happened after the spark, showing you just these folks beating the shit out of these people in the street. What they're not telling you, what they're not showing you is this white dude that started the fight, actually started it. It was one of the white guys. The white guy slaps this young black dude named Goonie 2-Time. Now, Goonie 2-Time is like saying Pookie and Ray Ray in any hood. Goonie 2-Time is known in the streets in Cincinnati. He's mentally disabled, okay, mentally challenged. His street name is Goonie 2-Time, and everybody know him. Well, this white guy was up in his face, calling him the N-word and all this, and then he slaps Goonie 2-Time. From slapping Goonie 2-Time, that's when the mob attacked the jump.
Calling a brother a nigger and then slapping him, you asked for that. You asked for that.
You asking for you asking for, you know, if it's Pookie and Ray Ray, you asking for a death thing going on here. You shouldn't say that in a very volatile, hostile situation. You should never say that.
I'm not a Pookie or a Ray Ray. You say the wrong thing to me, and you put your hands on me. I'm gonna try my best to stomp your ears together. My best.
Yeah.
If you put your hands on me and you say the wrong thing to me, I'll even warn you to go the other way. But that's the only thing I'm gonna do. Immediately after I get that warning, you better be making tracks. Immediately. I'm not giving you a second after I say you better be going the other way.
Immediately. Like there is no turn the other cheek.
No,
you slap me on mine.
No, it's turn the others. It's turn the other's cheek. You hit him in his and turn his with a left hook. You turn his, turn the other's cheek. See, there was a typo in the Bible. You turn the other's cheek.
Typos. Okay, yeah.
It's a typo.
There's a lot of them in that.
Jumping the brawl started. So check this picture out. There's the still shot of Goonie 2-Time getting slapped. Okay. Now pack that up. Now I'm gonna show you. Here comes the brawl that happens after the slap. Check it out. All right, now let's see how the news is portraying it. Check this out.
Unbelievably vicious video. This is very tough to watch. I gotta warn you. In Cincinnati. This man was beaten in the street. in Cincinnati over the weekend. The police say 5 suspects are facing charges. They're asking others to turn themselves in. Then a woman who tried to defend him also was punched and knocked out cold.
Now you know what you didn't know. Do you believe this?
Why I don't like the way the news is reporting it. They're not giving any context to what happened. None whatsoever. They are portraying this like some brothers just jumped on somebody, beat him up, and knocked this girl out. That's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. They not going to the cause. The cause is he slapped him, so he got his ass handed to him. That's natural. You start a fight, the loser don't become the winner. If you start a fight, okay, whoever wins going to jail. They don't go like that. They don't go like that. If you start a fight and you get beat up, you got beat up. That's it. Keep your hands to yourself if you don't know how to throw them.
This mob attack, this brawl, was somewhat justified because of what happened to Goonie 2-Time? Or do you believe that this was just a mob mentality of some young black folks and they need to go to jail? Let me know in the comments.
I want you to imagine for just a second, ladies and gentlemen, if the races were reversed.
Shut your up. It's willfully ignorant troglodytes like yourself is why I left the Republican Party and went for libertarian. If the races were reversed, we'd be hearing you calling black people snowflakes when they responded on social media with outrage. We would hear you judging the victims even if the only thing they had in their criminal background was a parking ticket. You would have said something along the lines of those black people around and found out. Or they played a stupid game and won a stupid prize. In our news feeds, we would be force-fed a plethora of anti-black talking points from conservative media. The whole race would be held accountable in its entirety for one black person who threw the first punch. No, there would not be riots and cities burnt to the ground. We saw a hate crime in Buffalo, New York back in 2022. No riots, no cities were burnt down. We saw a hate crime that took place in Jacksonville, Florida at the Dollar General in 2023. No riots, no cities were burnt down. Also in Jacksonville, Florida, we saw a black serviceman taken out by the police in his home. No riots, no cities were burnt down. Also in 2024, we saw Sonia Massey get taken out by the police in her home. Guess what? No cities were burnt down, no riots. However, Ashley Babbitt gets sent to meet her maker by the police while entering a secure government area, and I bet you're one of the many troglodytes calling her a patriot and a hero. Where you and I may be on the same political aisle, I can earnestly say you and me are not the same. I didn't draw that line of division. You did.
Only in a
Well said. Well said. He checked him.
Yeah, he brought all the facts and figures to the table. You know, I mean, I don't understand the politics side of it. I rather deal with it as a manly man situation here. You know,
Exactly.
and obviously right now we have injustice going on, which is nothing new. And with the news media outlets, I mean, we should know by now, you know, they're ordered to say what they're supposed to say. Someone's spitting orders to these people, and it's sad that we are in a society today that this stuff still goes on.
See, that man he started to say that if the race was reversed, we'll have a fit for what happened with the white woman. But after this, I'm gonna see if I still have that video. I'm gonna show you something. I guarantee you none of these bastards was upset with this. What I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? Just check this out, brother.
in America, a Russian immigrant can come to the United States of America, go to a black event, start a fight. Russian white immigrant comes to a black event, starts a fight with black people, gets roughed up a little bit. He don't even get his ass whipped. And the white patriots who claim to be patriots, who claim to be anti-immigration or anti-immigrant, who want to deport all these people, are going to take the side of the white immigrant instead of the black people from the United States of America. Somebody make that make sense to me.
Because those who, I'm going to say it, the enemy's public, those who are supposed to be so-called public servants, so-called patriots, they're patriotic when it comes to each other. I always tell our people that these people are bipartisan when it comes to us. They behave like they're against each other when they're fighting with policy and all this other nonsense. But when it comes to us, they are bipartisan. They agree. Salute to my brother Metal Face Doom. Thanks for tapping in. They agree when it comes to us.
And you know what's kind of weird is that I'm in LA, so a lot of some fights, a lot of people jump in. So, but when brothers do it now, when we say, "Oh, that's how you roll," we're going to do the same thing. Now it's a problem. I'm so confused on the mindset of some people, all the way around here. You know what I mean?
I'm not, brother. I'm not confused. I know these people. I know these people. I know them. It is their mentality, and it's always been their mentality to roll like that. It's always been their mentality. Salute to the God, Straight Smoke. Thanks for tapping in, brother. Salute, Straight Smoke. Thanks for tapping in, my brother.
Salutes.
And they're going to try to win an election on it. Somebody make that make sense to me, while white America patriots will take the side of a Russian immigrant over black people. And now you don't understand why black people don't trust the Republican Party. This is point in case. Fix yourself, baby.
Now that y'all have seen the full footage, tell me this.
I don't subscribe to none of these political parties. I don't care, left or right, left wing, right wing, they're on one bird. And it's a predatory bird. We need to understand that. We think we're trying to distinguish, a party from the other, these people from each other. These people are the same. They're the same on both sides. And to me, it depends on where you want to be stabbed. Republicans will stab you right in the chest. You will see it coming. At least you could defend yourself with Republicans because you will see it coming. Democrats, they backstabbers.
Ooh.
But you still stabbed, though.
Yeah.
Depends on where you want to be stabbed.
That part.
Does this look like some random, unprovoked attack? Or does it look like somebody got
My brother?
I was saying, do I sound a little bit better?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. How you doing, brother?
Man, I feel good, man. I had an awesome day out on Straight Smoke, doing what I do, serving the people this good food. Seeing what you was doing here. And I want to give my take, but I want you to finish doing what you're doing first.
Nah, go ahead, brother. You got it. Give your take, brother.
So let's understand something really fast and really quick. The job of the media is to get the public to have a knee-jerk reaction to anything that they put out. They want you to make a brash decision without knowing the facts. Period.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why it's multi-ethnic destruction in America.
Exactly. So what they need everyone to do is to have public outrage and call for whatever needs to happen ASAP. And they don't even have all the facts.
Yes, sir.
What they are doing is playing on or tugging on your heartstrings and your emotions.
I agree. And you can't act rational when that's going on. I understand exactly what you're saying, brother.
That's the whole point. You have no rational thinking under the under what you're going through, or they will call it duress. They will
Yes,
call it
sir.
duress. You have no rational thinking under that. So they're expecting you, oh, we need to round up all of this and do all of this, and that's what they did. Okay?
I
Don't
agree,
take
bro.
me wrong. And what I'm saying, please don't take me wrong what I'm saying. But now you're getting the bigger picture. That man
And
got
then,
his ass handed to him. And just like you said, women, please let men be men in that situation. Stand on back. That'll let you know what kind of guy you got for real.
exactly. Exactly. And you know, I don't understand. They must don't communicate on that level, because I've always said that you cannot protect anyone that don't listen to you. You can't. You gotta listen to
Ain't no
whoever.
way.
You know, there's no way you can protect
Ain't
somebody
no way.
that don't listen to you. Because if I say watch out, you're not going to move. Some could be falling on your head, but you got to listen to me. If I say stay back, put to keep your ass back, and don't get in this. And don't get in this.
Because I might hit you inadvertently.
Exactly. Because you because you may get too close to me. I don't even know it's you. You know, being a martial artist, I might just sweep you. You're like, damn, you swept me.
Honestly, I might knock your earlobe off. I ain't gonna even sit there and lie.
Exactly, because anybody that get close to me, I usually will hit him with an elbow, or I sweep them, or I kick them to get them away from them.
I'm gonna elbow the shit out you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Elbow is the most effective thing I know of close quarters, next to a knee.
Exactly, a knee, an elbow, or a ridge hand.
Yeah,
a ridge hand.
I guarantee you're gonna stop.
It's my favorite, a ridge hand.
And it's so important that when things go down, you understand me? Like that little touch, that's reaction time. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel bad for the woman, but at the same time, hey, that's a casualty of war. So I don't care who that woman was.
What
you want to hear my stance on that part right there?
Go ahead, brother. I would love to.
You fucked up. Sorry. It ain't no different in our community. Ain't no different in our community. So what makes you think it was gonna be any different in yours? If you try to get in between or try to do something while two men are having an altercation, you might be subject.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you got a box knife on you.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm knocking you cold cock out. You out of this. Now I'm at your guy. Telling you, I'm sorry. Don't mean to sound like this, but
that's the truth though, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
That's the truth though, bro. Because you don't know what she could be coming hit you with a bottle inside your head. She may have a box cutter. She may have anything on, and she's not with you. Nobody that's not with you should be close to you when you thumping.
Nope.
You get with your partner, y'all get back to back, and he can see what's coming your way, and you can see what's coming his way. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Got each other back. That's how you do it.
See, if people have never had these type of fights before, or you've never had an altercation where there's a lot of people, y'all might not get what we're saying. You know what I mean? You have to actually experience this, why we are saying what we're saying. You know, I've been in some rumbles, I've been on some one-on-ones. I've won some and I've lost some. And I can tell you right now, if you're not on my side, my spider senses are on. I don't know what you have in your pocket. I don't know what you have on your waist. Any single slight movements, I'm on it.
I'm saying this though, even if you're a man, if you're not in the fight, you should get a safe distance from that conflict.
Facts.
Everybody who's not in it should be in a safe distance. Don't get in that. Because anybody that get near me that's not with me catches it. If you're not with me.
So brother Nasir, I'm be all the way neat with you, okay? I'm be all the way neat with you. Because you know what I'm about to say. Everybody knows this. You've seen plenty of videos and all this stuff of eruptions of these kind of altercations.
Indeed.
The age of ignorance is over. If you're not a part of it, get the fuck on, get on
That's
away.
it. Get away from it.
Get away from it.
Safe distance.
You want to go camcord and record it, you better get at a safe distance.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you are subject to getting involved. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree.
That's it. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. What do you call yourself doing? You see me arguing with this dude, you want to try to come play middleman, I'm going to knock both of y'all out. Now what we got?
Just don't get involved if you're not in it. Just don't get involved if you're not in it.
Just don't get involved. Yep. Stay your distance.
Exactly what was
Mind your business.
Exactly.
Coming to them. The media's been running with this story like it was a hate crime, painting this picture of black folks just ganging up on an innocent man. But let's call it what it really was. Self-defense. Nothing more, nothing less. This wasn't about race. This wasn't some coordinated attack on a white man. First off, the guy's not even white. He's Russian. And second, he
wasn't it the state senator for Ohio, who's a sister, who said that they begged for that beat down? And a sister stood on it. A sister she stood on it too. She said they begged for that beat down because her brothers were trying to walk away. They mad at her because she said they
couldn't
begged.
Control their mouth. Why? Because she knew, she watched the tape and said that man couldn't control his mouth.
Yep, couldn't control his mouth, and
couldn't
then
control his mouth,
bumping their gums, and then somebody gets slapped. What do you expect to happen?
Right. With two grown men, and this is AI talking, right? Yeah, is it that what I'm hearing? That's AI speaking on the subject. Even AI know. Man,
crazy.
Oh, don't get upset, bro. Don't get upset.
He slapped that young black man first. Not only that, but witnesses say there were racial slurs being yelled before things went left. That's adding gasoline to a fire. When you push somebody's buttons like that, when you cross that line physically and verbally, you can't act shocked when people react. That's not how real life works. People are human. And when you disrespect them, hit them, and humiliate them in front of others, you might get checked for it. Now, they've arrested 3 people in connection with this fight. And honestly, I hope those charges get dropped. Because if you look at the facts, this was self-defense and community defense. They didn't go looking for trouble. Trouble came to them. And instead of the news showing you the truth from the very beginning, they chopped it up, cut the context, and pushed a narrative that makes us look like the aggressors. This is why we've got to be careful about believing everything we see in a quick 15-second clip on TV or social media. The truth is almost always deeper.
Sound bites. That's what they use as sound bites. And you know what, though, bro? Real quick. Some of our people are doing the same thing. And that irks me. They would take a sound bite and of something one of us said. We starting to learn a lot from these wicked ass people. and using it on each other. That's one thing we got to get away from, doing anything remotely how they do things. Besides, only one thing that they do that we should be doing, and that's sticking together. That's what we should be doing, because they'll stick by each other regardless. On code is on code. We can't have this self-righteous ass morality thinking that we are, thinking that we're being good by going against each other for other people. Me, I'm riding with mine, regardless. If you with me and you a troublemaker, I'm gonna pull you to the side, man. Say, don't start no shit in here. That's it. But if shit start, I'm gonna be with you. And if you started it, when we get by ourselves, I'm checking you then. But while I'm with you, I'm trying to get us both back to where we came from, safe. But don't start no shit while we out together.
Facts. And Brother Nasir, with a lot of the topics or situations that will happen, even though I will somewhat get emotional about it, I still sit back and wait. Let me get all of the evidence first before I even say something. Like the ones that just hopped on, anyone that hopped on this situation and you didn't gather it all, like you're fueling the stupid fire that we are going through. We don't need anyone fueling the fire. We need to understand what the fire is before we start passing judgment on things.
But a lot of these people don't care about the truth, my brother. They don't care about the truth.
That's facts.
Because in order for you to outright lie, you got to know what the truth is. You can't lie unless you know the damn truth. So if somebody lied to you, they know what the truth is. Now, when people give misinformation, they may not know. They may not know. But when somebody know and if somebody outright lie like that, like they're doing here, they know the truth. When they redacting footage and they got the ability to go in and change this footage and make the brother slap him. They got that. It's called AI. They can actually do that. But it's too many pieces of footage showing this white man slapping that brother. But they got the ability to take this into a studio and change the whole goddamn thing around. They do. And I don't put it past them.
Deeper than that. And too often, when it's a Black person involved, the story gets twisted before we can even speak up. That's why it's important for us to tell our own stories, show our own receipts, and protect our own narrative. Because if we don't, somebody else will, and they'll tell it in a way that makes us look guilty from the jump. So here's my take. This wasn't a hate crime, not from the Black folks involved. This was a reaction to an act of aggression and disrespect, and the woman should have stayed out of it, period. And if you take away anything from this video, let it be this. Always look deeper than the headlines. Always ask for the full video, and always remember that context is everything. Let me know in the comments.
We have to understand that when we see these wicked ass, race soldiers out here, their first teacher was their mother. Okay? And all of their wickedness is not taught by their father. A lot of it is taught by their mother. Like when you see this Chief Thigi, Cincinnati's chief, that's a wicked ass woman. She's wicked as hell. And she's the chief of one of the most corrupt police departments in the United States, Cincinnati. Do your research on Cincinnati police, one of the most corrupt police departments in the United States. And they got a woman as a chief. Somebody who can't, that means especially a Caucasian woman. Straight up Karen as a chief.
And that's mind blowing.
With superior power.
That's mind blowing that Cincinnati is known for the worst corrupt police department in the states. That's what you're basically saying, right, Brother Nasir?
One of the worst in the United States.
Wow.
Cincinnati. Do your research.
Wow.
To the point that the police department was about to lose their police charter and be disbarred. That bad.
Ooh.
That bad.
Well, if the police department is bad, well, the court system is just as worse, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Comments how you see it. Do you think those charges should be dropped? Do you think the media should be held accountable for twisting this story? Because I've got more to say. And trust me, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware, and stay real. And I'll see.
Now we're gonna go to the woman that was assaulted in the brawl, and then I'm gonna, after she say what she say, then I'm gonna show you something that none of them seen that was none of them seen this as appalling. They'll come to her defense, but they'll never say anything about what I want to show you after I show you this video here. Just to add context to what I'm about to show you.
Now to our top story, the woman who was beaten during that violent downtown brawl, speaking out for the very first time in a video posted to social.
She wasn't beaten. She was just socked and knocked out. There's a difference. That's a big difference.
Social media. WLWT News 5 reached out to that woman. Her first name is Holly. She gave us permission to share her message. News 5's Daisy Kershaw joining us live with what she had to say. Daisy?
Hi there, Aaron. So many of you at home have seen photos of Holly's injuries circulating online, shown here also on WLWT, and video of the moment that she's beaten and thrown to the ground in that brawl has been shared hundreds of thousands of times. Tonight, she took to social media to share an update on how she is doing. So in that video, she said that it's been a really difficult.
But I guarantee you she won't tell the truth of what really happened.
Time for her, and there's still a long road to recovery ahead. She was left.
She won't
with
tell the
black
truth.
eyes, severe bruising on her face, and a serious brain trauma. But Holly also shared that she is thankful, referencing the thousands of people who have shared kind messages, donated to a fundraiser set up to help her family through this time. That's now hit roughly $175,000.
Call little
Holly
boys niggas
taking
and
that video herself and giving us permission to share her message with you all tonight. Take a listen.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for all of the love and support. It is very humbling that you have sent your prayers.
Yeah, the saddest thing to see. The saddest thing to see is a white woman crying. That's the saddest thing to see. And some of these people's sentiment is one of them crying. I would never advocate a man punching a woman. She should have stayed a safe distance from this. Should have never gotten involved. She actually got involved. Shouldn't have done that. She got in the fight. It was no casualty that she was just standing there and she got hit by mistake. No, she got in the mix. That's a no-no when two men fighting, or when men fighting, somebody brawling, a woman getting in the middle of that. That's a no-no. Get back. And he's a punk. He's a punk for allowing her to get involved. I'd have told my woman to keep your ass over there. Keep your ass over there. But knowing her, she'd have been reaching in her purse, pulling that thing out.
Now see. Brother Nasir, I'm gonna have to say this. I gotta say this in all due respect, okay? If you want to act like a man, you'll get treated
Yes,
like
sir.
a man.
Exactly. But I don't
I'm
disagree with
sorry.
that. I don't disagree with that.
But he's a whole motherfucking chump for allowing him to not hear and see his woman trying to do whatever she was doing. He a whole chump.
Exactly.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Um, you are a casualty of a situation that you should have stood down. Bottom line.
Exactly. Stay out of
I,
that.
I I don't advocate for men hitting women, but I do know some women that would try to charge a man.
You
It
know
don't
what?
it don't always end well. Don't end
You
well.
know, but and you're right, and it doesn't always end well on both sides, though, because if she gets
Oh
it
yeah.
off, if she gets it off and kill you, you are just as dead as anybody else in the cemetery.
Yeah.
So
I didn't say hold on. Brother,
you
I didn't
you
say
feel to protect yourself, bro. That's it.
right. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I done seen some women, I'm not gonna lie, bigger, you know what I'm saying, bigger women over smaller guys. Real for real. Drag cuz, you know, and give them the full workings. But I've seen it go the opposite way more times than that. So I'm just saying, you know, if you know that you ain't in that kind of arena or built for that, you probably want to get the fuck on back. For
Yeah.
real. For real. I'm just saying, you know.
That'll be the wise thing. That'll be the wise thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you
Wise.
know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Right, you got it, brother.
You know, unless you know kung fu or something, okay, but by all means, you know what I mean. But you know, if you're like this lady here, but see, women ain't dumb. Look, women ain't dumb. Women know. Oh, look, this ain't. Even though even though my boo getting his butt kicked, I can't get involved. Women know this. So anyone that jumps in, lady on the screen, you might have some screw looses. And I'm not saying this because you're Caucasian. If you were Asian, if you was Mexican, if you was purple, if you was a red, green, yellow, purple mix, I still would be saying this. You got some screw looses in if you think that you're going to hop into a squabble. You don't got it all.
If she didn't have no screws loose, she got some loose now. Because
damn right.
They got knocked loose.
Because them wasn't no small men. Them wasn't no small guys. Let's be honest about that right
those
there.
were big dudes. Those were big dudes.
Them big dudes. Yeah. Honey, you don't know your boxing classes? When I say boxing classes, I'm talking about weight range.
Exactly. Stay in your weight
down.
class. Stay in your weight class.
Yeah.
Prayers, your blessings. It's definitely what's keeping me going, and you have just brought back faith in humanity. So God bless you all, and thank you. I appreciate everything that you're doing for me.
This is what you call bias. This is exactly what Straight Smoke said when he first came on the platform. This bullshit right here.
Mm-hmm.
The harp strings. Trying people in public media and, making people feel like, okay, she's the victim. She is a victim per se, but she ain't always a victim. A man did punch her in the face, but she might as well have just ran into his fist because she got involved. But what the media is doing is creating a bias. That's what the media is doing with this.
I'm sitting here thinking. I'm sitting here thinking, right? I'm sitting here thinking, Brother Nasir, like, what was probably going through her mind when this started? I'm going to get in between them and try to break them up and tell them to stop? Or am I going to say, I'm just going to scream at the top of my lungs and grab people and say, stop beating on him? Like, I want to know what was going through her mind. Whatever was going through her mind was the wrong answer to the situation.
But I'm telling you this also, brother. Given the time it was, it probably was some intoxication involved, bro. Some alcohol, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you something, Brother Nasir?
Yes, sir, brother. Go ahead.
Do you know if you fight somebody that's drunk, and you knock them out, you can be charged for attempt murder?
What?
Yeah. It depends on the state, though.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I understand exactly what you're talking about.
You knock them out, they can die. If you hit them right, they can die.
Yeah. But
What?
you never know.
All real nigga shit.
But you really don't know the endurance level of people altogether. That's why I try to avoid fights. Right. You don't know the endurance level of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to avoid conflict. I'll even walk away, but don't follow me when I walk away.
I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna do one better. This conversation is over.
That's exactly. That's what I mean.
As soon as I say have a good day,
go have that.
Go have that.
Go have it.
Because the rest of it is not going to be a good day for you. Telling you, it's just that simple.
I'd rather walk away. You know why? Because it takes you seconds to get yourself in years of trouble. Because you hit somebody and their endurance level can't sustain what you give them. You end up killing somebody. I know somebody who did it. I know somebody who did it. And that person started. That person ran up on him. He put those hands on him, and that person died. Bare hands, no weapon.
Went to jail.
He went to jail.
Went to jail.
Oh.
I know somebody that did it. I know a person that grew up with the brother. Dude ran up on him. He put those hands on him. Dude died. And now he's doing time. He's short, but he's doing time. He's about to come home, but he did time for it.
Oh, that's.
But you see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that, Brother Nasir.
I did not know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
You don't know a person's endurance level. You mess around. You just imagine you coming in. You hook him. And you catch him on the temple. You can easily kill him that way,
bro. And you going to jail. You going to prison.
Jail. If you're in New Jersey, you are, because New Jersey don't got no self-defense laws. But if you in one of those self-defense law states, you'll get that off if that person started.
Yeah, in a sense, I ain't gonna sit here and lie because I stay in the Commonwealth.
One of those,
you hear me, Brother Nasir?
Yes, sir. Indeed.
I stay in the Commonwealth, so a Commonwealth will look at it like, well, they gonna dissect it all, because guess what? Yep. At the end of the day, somebody's going to jail, and we're getting paid. That's the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
because they make money off of people going to jail. They charge people $100 a day to be in jail.
That's a common way they get their wealth.
That's the common way they get their wealth.
Hey, real talk. That's what you just said, straight smoke. So if I'm at the bar, since I don't drink, I had a problem with a drinker, right? He threw the beer at me and then attempted to slap me. This is all on tape. And then I avoided the slap. Whack. And he gets knocked out and he passes away. I'm going to jail for life. Damn it.
Oh, hell.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail, bro.
You cook.
Wait, hold up.
You cook.
Hold up.
Because you know what they're going to say, right?
What they going to say?
You know what they're gonna say, right?
What they gonna say?
Did you know or hear him slurring while talking?
I would say no.
Then now
It
based
doesn't
on
make a difference.
proximity.
They got it on
Based
tape.
on proximity. Based on
They got it on
proximity
tape.
anyway. You at a
They got
bar.
it
You
on
at a
tape.
bar. You at a bar though.
You in
It's
a
based
bar,
on
bro.
proximity also.
Facts.
Right. It don't matter. So everything is geared up for you to do one thing and one thing only. If you don't want to go to jail, you better fucking walk away, or you
Just walk
better
away.
make sure that you're all the way in the right. You better be all the way in the right, or just walk away.
That's it.
That's
it.
See, this
For
is
real.
This is what I'm. Look. We have a very serious problem, right? Because I'm seeing something here. We've got court law, we got street law, and then we probably got like spiritual law. But the court law
Two of those are
is
fictional.
not
Two of those are
matching
fictional.
at all the street law.
Two of those
It's
are
not
fictional.
matching at all. Wow.
It's like this, bro.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did.
A lot of those, you know,
Two of those are fictional.
you have rights that somebody don't give you, and they can't take away from you. And those rights are to defend yourself. Nobody can give you that. That's a right that nobody can give or take from you. You just have to decide. You have to decide when you're going to use that law. You have to decide, but you can't, you know, and you got to make that decision, base that decision real rational, because again, the person's it's so easy to be sitting up in that courtroom and be like, damn, I should have walked away.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is try to walk away. But if, in words of my father, if you feel like it's going to happen, start it. That's it. If because you don't let nobody get the jump on you. If fighting words do get too close, then you got to start it because he's too close. If you're close enough for me to hit you, I'm going to hit you. Don't run up on me, or don't walk up on me.
Yeah, and get your hands out your pockets.
You heard it before. Oh, no. Because everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. 3 feet, bro. 3 feet.
Yeah, but old school basketball. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm 6'4".
Personal circle.
I'm 6'4", so don't get in hand reach. I'll just say
right. That's what I'm saying.
Don't get close enough.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. You better stay outside of my jab.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get in hand reach that would, violating anybody's personal space. Now, I'm just saying, not just necessarily myself. Don't violate anybody's personal space. Me, I'd rather just say peace and go the other way instead of, taking a chance on being away from my beautiful wife.
Man.
This.
Now they say, well, you can bring her with you. Oh, bro, it's a few cats, man. I'd rather tell you.
I would rather not bring my wife with me if I go do anything. That's not going to look good.
I'm talking about. Okay, this thing. Okay, you can be with your wife doing your time. I'm talking about that type of thing. That's just jokingly. That's just jokingly though, bro. That's a non-reality. That's just jokingly. That's just expressing that it's a few cats that I would like to fold their arms.
Bro.Nasir, can I ask you a question?
Fold their arms up for them. Indeed, brother.
I got to ask you a very serious question. Now, I heard you say that's the left and right of the same bird,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot of people don't talk about the uniparty like that. A lot of people don't know about the uniparty like that.
Yes, sir.
And every time, you know me. Every time that I try to talk about these things, I get pretty much shot down on it. it's like I've been trying to raise awareness that regardless of what you think, you're still being played.
And that's a fact. But you know, but perhaps Straight Smoke, when you want to have those type of conversations, get with your boy.
Most
there's a home
Most
for you, brother. Trust and believe me. When you want to have those conversations, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put my email and everything in the back chat. You want to have that type of conversation, that kind of talk, just let me know, bro.
Because it's just too much that
We
I
heard
know.
from
I ain't
city
gonna even
leaders a
sit in
big
line.
update just this past Friday on the safety measures that they're putting in place in response to what happened downtown, and also an update on this investigation. So Chief Terry Thietje said that they have now identified 6 victims and 6 suspects. So far, 4 arrests have been made. Reporting live tonight, Daisy Kershaw, WLWT News 5.
And thank you for that update, Daisy. Now we're leading the way as this story continues to develop. Find our complete coverage by scanning this QR code or by going to our website, WLWT.com.
With breaking news.
All right, that breaking news off the top of our show. A 6th person has been arrested in connection to the violent downtown brawl. Thanks for joining us here at noon.
I'm gonna get off this and I'm gonna show y'all something that I feel is one of the most violent attacks. They talk about how violent it was for that brother. I mean, for that woman to be attacked. And it was, she was socked and knocked out, but nobody talks about this. You know, nobody talked about this. And this right here is what I don't like is somebody filmed it and it went down. That's what I don't like about it. Somebody filming it instead of stopping it. I don't like this. And what's crazy about it, it was held, the dude was held, he held the sister at gunpoint while he did this to her.
The man accused of assaulting a woman in Deep Ellum last week is back in jail today on new charges.
His name is Austin Sheffield, and CBS 11's Aaron Jones joins us live from Dallas with the details. Aaron.
Well, Russ and Karen, yesterday, 2 new charges were announced against Sheffield. This morning, he's being booked for one of them. According to records from the Dallas County Jail, Sheffield was booked around.
Now watch this. Now watch this, what this big punk, this coward did. Now watch what he did to her. It's a white man doing this to a sister, and instead of whoever filming this going to her rescue, they just filmed it.
8 a.m. on a charge of unlawful carrying of a weapon. He's also been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He's not being booked on that charge now because it is still being.
He got a gun in his hand while he's doing it.
According to Dallas police. These charges are on top of the original charges, including public intoxication and interfering with a 911 call. Last Thursday, Sheffield was caught on camera and charged with attacking a woman in a parking lot. The victim told us Sheffield approached her,
Hit her like
upset
a
about
dude.
the way she parked. That's when police say he confronted her.
This is all over because of how she parked in the parking lot. This dude, I think he's a bartender at the bar, and he didn't like the way she parked. And I don't know what he said to her, or I think I don't know what he said to her, but she
Video shows
pushed
him
him
with
off
a
him.
handgun before knocking her phone out of her hand and punching her.
That's what he did. He knocked her phone out of her hand, and that's when she went up on him, and that's when he started hooking off on her.
several times, and this morning Sheffield is still being processed.
Because he was talking shit to her and she was gonna call somebody on him. He pulled his gun out, slapped her phone out her hand. Of course she gonna react to that, and this when he started hooking her.
His bond has not been set. We're continuing to follow this, and we'll have more updates throughout the day. For now, reporting live in Dallas, Aaron Jones, CBS 11 News.
This dude got a slap on the wrist for that.
He got a slap on the wrist for that?
You got a slap on the wrist for this, for that. Look at all those brother cops around him.
Pause and go back.
You see how when they do shit like that, they gotta go to court. They cut they facial hair off to make them look innocent and young. And you see this?
Hey, look, I was about to, look, I swear to God, look, I was about to say, like, is this the same dude that, so this is the bartender. I thought the bartender originally was a police officer. You're a bartender, dude, right? And the girl took a swing at you, right? And I know your mama told you, if a woman hits you, you don't hit her back. Not like that. Now, and she goes off, look. If she swings at you and hits you, I'm like, are you serious right now?
Let me tell you something, my brother T. Wriggles. If a woman ran up on me with her hands, I know how to get her off me without even hitting her. The only way I would hit a woman is she got like a knife or some type of weapon that can harm me. That's the only way. But if she ran up on me with her hands, I know how to get her off me without hitting her. You don't have to hit her. If she swing at me,
yourself.
If she swing at me, I know blocks that can make her not throw her hands again. All you gotta do is block it hard. Because I'm a martial artist. Somebody swing at me, I got blocks that'll make you know what? I better not throw that punch again because he almost broke my arm the first damn time. My blocks are breaks. So therefore, I will make you really reluctant to throw a punch at me.
Look.
And you can just simply grab her and just hold her.
Yeah.
Hold her for a few seconds and just push her off you. That's it. You don't got to hit her. You don't have to hit her.
Look, I'm going to give you a scenario.
Hey, cuz what they say, hey, brother Nasir, hug yourself.
That's it. just wrap the arms around and just reach
yourself.
You don't have to hit a woman. You don't
hug yourself.
You don't. Unless she coming after you with a blade or something like that, then you gotta. Me, I probably just sweep. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get swept, they take the fight out you. If you get swept, if you never got swept.
The reason I asked you to go back to this point right here, where he was walking out, what do you see?
I see all brothers.
You see all brothers, right?
I see, except the white one in the back.
Okay. But what do you really see?
Tell me, brother, enlighten me.
Yeah.
You see all brothers, right?
I have 60-year-old eyes, brother, so enlighten me.
Okay, so what you see is you see all brothers, but you see all skin-faced brothers.
All except the brother too. You mean like skin folk, not the kin folk?
No, I'm saying no hair.
Well, the brother the brother to the right has hair. It's just shadow.
Listen to me. I really need you to understand this when I say this. Whenever you approach or see any police officer that is bare-faced, oath taken.
Well, you know, brother, I can't disagree with that. They're all oath takers, but let me. My sentiment is, I don't care what your skin color is. You're a race soldier.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He knows he doesn't like the outcome. You can look at them on their face. They don't like the outcome, but guess what they have to do? Shut the fuck up and walk.
Yeah, you notice he shaved his face, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Identification.
That's what I'm alluding to, my guy. That's all I'm alluding to. I got a big storm rolling in here. I got a big ass storm rolling in here. So if I get knocked down, brother, it's great talking to you. I really appreciate you. I put my email in the back as well. T
Okay.
Wriggles, it's always good to talk to you. You know what I'm saying, brothers? I appreciate y'all both. You know, I like to have real conversations with dealing with real things. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for tapping in, my brother. Thank you for tapping in, bro. Appreciate it. Taking your
I'm gonna
email
stay on
down.
as long as I can.
Taking your email down so I can contact you, set something up.
You know, that's a kind of a good point.
That's a bet. That's a bet.
That's a good point to, you know, because you know the shaving everything off. I don't know really what that means. I don't know what that signifies, but the fact that this man did it, that says something, because it takes a while for you to grow a beard like that. Like, you honor and cherish that. You know, it's just like my locks. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not cutting my locks off. You know how long it took to grow these things?
I guarantee you this came as for advice from his attorney. Shave the beard off. I'm telling you, I guarantee this dude's attorney told him, shave that beard off. He shaved it off. He didn't want to shave that beard off. That damn beard was too well kept for him to shave off. He did that shit reluctantly from the advice of his attorney. I guarantee you.
Shit,
And he got a slap on the wrist for it. He didn't get what he deserved for this, because if a brother had beat a white woman like that, oh yeah, he'd probably be doing 20 years at least 10, 15 years.
You getting Emmett Till'd. You getting Emmett Till'd around here.
He definitely would have been definitely would have been in prison for a long time if he did that to a white girl. And it caught on camera doing that to a white girl. Repeat uppercuts, overhands, left hooks. I mean, any man do that to a woman supposed to do a lot of damn time.
And he didn't even knock her out.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. He better not get in a fight. I mean, I hope he wasn't a bouncer if he can't knock no woman out.
Like, he didn't knock her out. She's hunched over. Ooh.
She ate those punches, but it's wrong. He did it to her. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't do that.
And I don't like the fact. What I don't like is somebody actually stood there, recorded that. I probably would have been like, you know what? You'd have seen me drop the camera or put the phone, and I'd have been like, what you think you're doing?
Yeah, it would have been me and this dude right here. We would have gone toe to toe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he was police, honestly, to tell you the truth, when it first started.
That's the crazy part. He pulled the gun out, anticipating somebody to come to her rescue so he can shoot them. That's how wicked these people are, man. If anybody would have came to her rescue, he probably would have drew down on him or shot him. He's a punk.
Hey, look, and this Texas sweater, you know, shoot first, ask questions later type of deal. Yeah, he got that.
And they stand your ground state, my brother T. Wriggles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Texas is a stand your ground state.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't provoke, even though they do it all the time.
Facts.
They provoke an altercation, and then they say they're defending themselves when you're the one who started it.
Yeah, I just don't. Everything don't make. Man, I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm like, you know, I want to say the old school line. Like, I want to say the king, the brother that got jumped in LA by them cops. He was like, "Can we all just get along?" But it seems like, look, why you have to be the aggressor though? That's the thing. Like, why are you being aggressive? You already know we're going to clap back, whether it's a male or a female, as we can obviously see here. Her phone got snatched out of her hand. Of course she's going to clap at you, just as a man would.
I will tell you, some people. I'm gonna be real with you. Some people are inherently racist, and it's their nature to be the way they are. Their very nature. You ever see, you know, can you imagine, bro, you walking down the street? I see it all the time. It's footage of it. People end up losing their jobs and stuff. Just us walking through their neighborhood. Cats will come out their house and harass you. But, you know, what you doing around here?
Yeah.
You're checking out, but you're checking out my house and all this other nonsense. I've seen that video recently. They walking behind a young brother, and all the young brother is doing is just walking through.
Yeah. You showed me that.
And the young brother, and the young brother that lived in the neighborhood, and they'll tell you, show me your ID. A regular white person, not police, even though the police is unlawful for them to do it. It's unlawful for a cop to ask you for ID with absent a crime. They can ask you, but if you say no, they got to just step off. But for somebody to come and ask you to prove to them that you live in your house, that's audacity. Gonna tell you that you got to prove that you live in your house and think you're supposed to answer the question.
You think it's in their nature?
I think it's in their nature to be the way they are.
Or is it a learned behavior?
Well, if it's a learned behavior, that means it's a taught behavior. If it's learned, it's being taught.
That's facts.
Is there any way I can make a phone call? Hey, I'm released. I'm in the courthouse. Why'd you shave your beard? I'm not gonna say anything else.
He wants the innocent kid look. That's why he shaved his beard. He wants the innocent kid look. That's why they shaved their beard, to make themselves look younger, and they want the innocent look. But you don't look innocent.
Yeah.
You look clannish. You look clannish. That's what you look. Look very clannish.
Yeah. Especially with that Texas. Like if you had like a Harvard sweater on, okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But how much time did this man get? Do you know?
Time? He didn't do no time.
He didn't do no time?
No, sir. I'm gonna show you. Let's get through this this 49 seconds right here. Matter of fact, they're driving away. We can just go right to it. This dude got a slap on the wrist. He was found.
Probably remember this story. 3 years ago, there was a video of a woman being beaten in Deep Ellum. It made national headlines. And today, a Dallas County jury convicted the man responsible.
Andrea Lucia inside the courtroom for you today at the Frank Crowley Courts building in Dallas.
Now, Austin Sheffield received 5.5 years of probation. He will also spend 95 days in jail. Most of that, though, for a DWI out of Collin County,
He's going to spend 95 days in jail. But you heard her say most of that is for a DWI on top of what he did to her. But he got 5 years of probation for beating a woman like that. Just probation.
Just probation.
Yep.
he agreed to resolve as part of today's deal.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with the punishment.
LaDejanique Lee is the one.
Why is she satisfied with that? A man punching her in the face repeatedly. That's that I forgive him bullshit that we need to really get away from. We need to get away from that I forgive them bullshit.
The woman, Austin Sheffield, is now convicted of assaulting back in 2019.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of the offense of obstruction.
Jurors determined Sheffield committed an even more serious crime, obstruction, when video shows he interfered with her ability to call for help by slapping her phone away. They found him not.
Exactly. He threatened her, and she got on the phone and said, I'm going to call such and such. He slapped her phone out of her hand, pulled his gun out, and started hitting her.
Guilty, though, of aggravated assault, signaling they did not feel he'd threatened Lee with the gun he's seen holding at his side. The case received national attention after police.
So how the hell can they determine he didn't threaten her with the gun that he's seen holding in his hands? You know how stupid that sounds? Pulling the gun out and holding it in your hand is a automatic threat. That's automatically a threat.
Yeah.
You don't even have to, because that's the reason why the goddamn cop shot the airman, right? Because he came to the door with the gun in his hand. He had the gun down. He still shot the brother in his goddamn doorway.
That part. Look, I was about to say, wait. So you having this gun in your hand, this woman now is in fear for her life.
He's punching her. I'll tell you why he had the gun in his hand. To keep somebody from coming to her rescue. He's a punk.
He couldn't even knock her out.
He's a punk. But what if somebody would have came to her rescue with their firearm? Then what?
Then what?
This is Texas. It is Dallas. And in all actuality, anybody with a gun in Dallas seeing him beating on her like that could have shot him and got away with it. You know that, right?
I didn't know that. I did not know.
Yes, because he's beat because he could kill her. Look at the size difference.
Yeah.
And he got a firearm too? Yes, they could have shot him.
Initially charged Lee and not Sheffield, accusing her of criminal mischief for breaking out his truck's back window.
I think that the decision to charge or attempt to charge Miss Lee by the Dallas Police Department was perhaps one of the worst law enforcement decisions that
You know they charged her, right?
With what?
Breaking his, after he beat her up. You know how women are. They'll attack your car, brother.
This is facts. Wait, so they charged her
for breaking his window after he beat her up. She broke his window and they charged her.
Oh, dog. Look. Man, this shit get me mad.
You know I do this on purpose. You know I do this on purpose.
Look, how do you charge her for anything? You inconsiderate.
The severity of that beating.
Huh?
the severity of that beating that she took, they should have never made it the decision to actually try to charge her. They should have been like, you know what? You just gonna have to eat she doing that to your car. Look what you did to her.
Bro, like I don't. She should have for lifetime unlimited pancakes at Waffle House for taking all of that shit right there. Like, and so what? She broke his window, and
they charged her, brother.
Oh, that's some bull, bro. Like, oh, we have a problem. We got a serious problem, man.
They charged her.
That I had seen in my career. It was very clear from the beating that she had taken that she was, in fact, the victim in this case.
Sheffield's attorneys argued the severity of the charges against him were an overreach.
To satisfy a community that, quite frankly, 3.5 years ago was outraged.
Sheffield has agreed, though, to waive his right to appeal. And his attorneys say while he hoped for a different verdict, he is relieved to finally be able to move on.
His biggest concern, quite frankly, was for his own safety, the safety of his family, because as I mentioned, when this first happened, there were so many threats coming directly to him, to his...
Go figure.
That sounds. Thank you, Bro.Nasir, for taking the words out of my mouth. Of course, you're going to get phone calls for that bullshit. Like, this is, look, man, look, I'm so irritated at this right now.
What do you expect? You beat a sister up on live TV, is showing all over Dallas, and the fact that you did this, you expect to just do that and then with no accountability?
And look,
you're lucky. He's lucky the cops is the only people that's holding him accountable.
And you know what's getting right to my stomach. I'm hearing this defense attorney, who's a woman, speak for this.
yeah, that's the crazy part too. That's real crazy. Good observation, bro.
That's wild. Like I look. You can't like this woman here. You can't be serious right now.
But you know already. But you know what, T. Wiggles? I agree with you. But it's the same reason why white women voted for Trump. The virtue of a woman does not supersede or override white supremacy. It don't. The virtue of a woman does not. She's on code, even if it goes against the virtue of a woman. What I tell you about that feminist movement, bro, that's out the window. The feminist movement got them the rights that they wanted. It was a sister act. There's no camaraderie with them, with our women. No camaraderie. All those women rights and all that stuff, they don't even, when they see stuff like that that goes on, they don't care about things that happen to our women. She wouldn't defend him if it was a white woman that he beat up. She wouldn't defend him. She would not.
To his mother.
As part of his probation, Sheffield will be required to receive treatment for anger management and alcohol abuse. He'll also be barred from drinking alcohol and will be required to blow into a device 4 times a day to prove he's staying sober.
He's using the drunk thing as his defense on why he did it, huh?
Wow.
Now I want to show you something, my brother. I want to show you something.
Yeah, show me, because I can't believe that. There's one thing that I am noticing. right? And someone pointed this out. One of our ancestor teachers pointed this out. Look, I'm just saying, Caucasians can come up with the best excuses on why they did something, and the judge and everybody in the courtroom says, "Oh, really? Oh, we need to investigate this and why you felt that way." But if a brother does it, it's just like throw him in the jail. Like you don't care about what he was feeling, why he did it, what was the cause, or nothing like that. You know, and this is what's irritated me because it's proving what one of our ancestor teachers said to reign true. He's going to use the alcohol to get off the case, and everyone in the courtroom is going to be like, yeah, he was drunk. But if a brother was drunk, no, throw him in the jail. Like, come on, man.
Blame it on the alcohol, brother. Blame it on the alcohol.
This shit is wild, Joe.
Blame it on the alcohol. But this right here, bro, lets us know. Just this video I'm going to show now lets us know that we have a lot of work to do. Straight Smoke, you're watching. We have a lot of work to do.
Facts.
We have to get together and we have to, discuss these things and make these things and bring them to fruition. Now, we have young people, middle-aged people on this platform. It's called Surrounded, okay? And you listen to some of the ignorance of some of our people. Just listen to this, brother. Some of the ignorance of some of our people, brother, and the excuses they make and the oblivion that they display.
Black culture is toxic, and let's get on the fact that there's no fathers
so
in
white
the black
culture
home. Let's
stop.
Who do
You're
we vote
talking
for?
to a
Listen
radical,
to the-
not a Democrat. The radical mind state.
Listen to the fake, overweight Kevin Hart.
Simply is living opposite to our colonizers, which is an imperialist, capitalist mind state, and radical blacks do not believe that that is any way for us to have liberation. Well, here's
So
what
when
you
you-
all keep
no,
doing.
no, no,
You
no, just
keep
give me-
interrupting me when I'm talking, and you don't want to hear the
But
point
the
that I'm
point
going to make.
the point that
And
you're
yet you want
raising-
me to respect your point. And that's not how a debate works. If I show you respect, give me the respect back. Ooh, I knew I was going to be surrounded by ignorance, but damn, let's go. Greetings. I am Amanda Seals, widely known as a comedian, an actress, a disruptor, an annoying person on the internet who always tells the truth. And I am now an artistic intellectual who commits myself to making art that educates. And today, I am surrounded by 20 Black conservatives. My first claim is it is undeniable that reparations are just and necessary.
Now, listen to the ignorance displayed as each individual come up to debate her on certain topics. Brothers, tell me what you think.
All right, this is fun. Okay, wait, first, before you start, she said reparations was necessary, right?
Yes, it's just and necessary.
Okay.
Listen to what some of these Negroes come up here and say.
All right, reparations, fair, necessary. My question would be, who's going to get it? Why would they get it? And how long are we going to sit here focusing on trying to get reparations? It's been how many years since slavery? 150 years, 1865? Whenever there's a real thing that this country wants to do, they do it. Stop Asian hate. Okay, there's a problem with the Asian hate. Let's draft a bill, sign.
Why is he concerned about Asian hate when the most display of hate is displayed against our people? See, he's saying that's what they do when things need to be done, they do it. But how many times have we pushed for an anti-hate bill for our people? Yeah, he's concerned about Asian hate. Some nigga shit.
Yeah, look, he's a famous conservative that's got this podcast Some of his points is okay, but let me hear where he's going with this. Where is he going?
Straight to Coonville.
Sign it and it's done. Anything needs to be done is done. With us, it's a carrot they dangle in front of us that they don't really want to do. And it's not going to help. We need education. Oh, it's not going to help. No, it's not. We need education. Getting a check from the government is not going to do that. And we need proper.
I get so tired of hearing people say that we need education. I get so tired of hearing that. When it's it's only indoctrination. I get so tired of hearing people say that we need more education.
Yeah, it's
that shit gets
you
on
might
my
as well
damn
say
nerve.
healthcare.
Exactly. That gets on my nerves when they say we need more education. When that education ain't that diploma, it's not even worthy of wiping your ass with. Those certificates they give you.
that part.
Why? Because the United States.
I'm gonna wait to hear this. I gotta hear this.
Yes, sir, bro. Let's move on.
For education. A lot of us go to
But I'm just gonna tell you, he's not the worst one. And then you know that.
these institutions where we're not really prepared, we're not really focused, and we don't get things that help us in the real world. So if you want to help Black people, a check from the government, from our tax dollars is going to get raised, because let's be clear, everybody in here is Black. We all American. We all got to pay taxes. It'll go to that. So I don't really see how this is going to help us at all.
Okay. Well, first I'll start with it will help on even just a moral level. The reality is that the United States has become very comfortable with the fact that it does not consider Black people equal. And it shows that in many ways that I'm sure we will discuss over the course of today. But ultimately, there has not been a committed, concerted effort to shifting the mindset around the use of Black people as a labor force in this nation back when it was slavery, now in the use of slavery as slave labor in prisons. So on a basic cultural level, reparations are an act of repair. They are an effort to say, our bad, we see you now. We have seen that done with Japanese folks who were put in internment camps. We have seen that done with Jewish folks. We have seen that done even in the case of slave owners who received reparations. When it comes to the use of tax dollars to pay reparations, and this is going to come up a lot today, it's a matter of value.
Did you hear that? Slave owners got paid reparations because they lost money when slavery was abolished. Shit funny. Funny.
In actuality, it's not funny.
Funny, not funny. Not funny like ha 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 funny.
Yeah, it's just
not
funny.
that type of funny.
Yeah, like it's so messed
Because
up. You gotta laugh.
Well, hold on.
It's just the audacity
if I
of
could
these-
say this.
Go ahead, my brother.
If I could say this. It's not reparations, it's restitution.
Agreed.
Talk to him.
Because I don't come from a line of slaves. What I do come from is a line of people that got fucked out their land.
Yes, sir. I agree
damn
with that.
different.
I agree with that, brother. You know, eat the fruit and spit out the pit. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy that narrative also. But there was like you said, our land was stolen from us, and there were crimes against humanity.
Yeah, a whole crimes against humanity is an underscore.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
ain't
you know,
even the word for it.
just for the sake, you know, just to put a word on it, but it was beyond that.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
You and I know
it
that.
was beyond that.
It was beyond that.
It's not, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to you. Everybody can't piggyback off of this statement I'm gonna make. Okay? And I know this for real. Because I went and got back some of the land that was taken from my family.
Yes, sir.
I went and did that. So what I'm saying to you and everybody in the chat, if you're sure about your lineage, you can go get your land back. Land back is for real. And I ain't talking about what them people is doing. I'm talking to you for real.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, brother.
Okay.
Indeed.
I can sit here, I can get up right now and turn my camera on and let you see the land I got for $300.
Brother, I'm happy to hear
Can't
that you
make
was
this
able to
up.
do that, brother.
Can't make this up. Cannot make this up. The only thing that I'm saying is you better be very sure in your lineage. You understand what I mean when I
Indeed.
say that?
Yep. Yes, I
You
do.
better be very sure in your lineage, because if you don't cross a certain T and dot a I, motherfucker gonna be like, hey, you from Barbados, Mr. Farrakhan. Seriously, I have to say that. That's per my actual lawyer.
You had your lineage
To
has to
converse
be
with him.
here. Your lineage has to be
Your
here.
lineage has to be here. Has to be unrefutable. Because a lot of people do not know that it is up to the government to show that they have a tracking on you. Did you know that?
Yes. Yes, I did.
They have to show that. Just go get a FOIA request on your people. That's all you gotta
Well,
do.
mine's a different areas. On my father's side is Jacksonville and Gainesville, Florida.
Right on.
On my mother's side is Detroit and Philly.
Right on.
That's my family. But my mother and father, they were both raised in Georgia though. But that's where their mothers and fathers are from. And we got land down in Sylvester, Georgia. A lot of it. A whole lot of it.
You understand where I'm coming from. And I'm not trying to derail what you're showing or anything like that. But it's appalling to me, just like it's appalling to you. For you to be who you say you are in any capacity, and you're asking for more indoctrination.
Exactly.
You're asking for more health care, which Bill Gates is on record said, all we got to do is give them more health care, and we can reduce that population.
You know what, brother? You just said a whole lot with that statement, brother. You said a lot with that statement. Because that's what healthcare is doing. Because if let's say if you have an ailment and you go and you get that ailment cured, that's the end of that business transforming or with the doctor. That's the end of the business with the doctor.
Right.
Once it's cured. But
so
that's not what they do, because they want to keep you coming back. So what they do is they write you prescription.
Do you want to hear medical 101? Have you ever heard of medical 101?
Yes, I have. I've heard of it.
A patient cure is a customer loss.
Exactly.
That's medical 101.
Damn.
Exactly.
Damn.
So
Please continue.
it's not about wellness, brother. It's an industry.
values, right? For me, my value system circulates around the fact that I think that as a community, we should all be engaged in repair for our community. So I don't think there should be any problem with there being tax dollars spent at repairing consistent efforts that have been made to impede Black people. So the reparations you're talking about are not just related to slavery. There's reparations that have been discussed all over this nation in different communities as it relates to particular massacres, as it relates to redlining and the impediment of Black people to earn wealth by having property. There's been impediments in various ways that can be repaired. And I want to also just add, there's reparations that are considered a cash payment from a government. There's also the version of reparations that shows up in how funds are applicated to specific groups of people. So there's multiple ways in which what you're stating cannot happen could very well happen.
Okay, now as far as the money going towards certain things is going to help us, let's look at Baltimore Public Schools. They get, I think, the third most money per pupil in the US of A, like $15,000 per student, but yet the majority of the population that comes from that environment can't read, they're illiterate. So we're dumping money on the situation, yes, but yet we're not getting the results we should get from it. Money's not going to help the thing. We need to just focus on what we need to focus on. As far as Black people being labor force of this country, what else are we doing?
I told you it was funny, brother. You gotta laugh at this ignorance, right? You gotta laugh at this ignorance, bro.
I swear to God, I'm done.
Oh
my God!
You gotta laugh at this ignorance.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, man. I'm sorry, brother Nasir. I'm sorry, man. I really deeply apologize.
I don't blame you, bro.
I couldn't.
I don't blame you, bro.
Oh shit! Because you know what's ringing through my ears right now.
Huh?
Let's go, brother.
It sounds like you don't want to be a responsible parent.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sounds like you're relinquishing your rights as a parent. You don't want to be a father. You don't want to be a mother. What you want is the state to, you want the state to say your kid is smart. You want accolades from somebody you're deeming to be the devil. That make sense.
This dude is so ignorant, boy. He is so ignorant.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know
but I'm telling you, he's not the worst. He's not the worst. He's not the worst. I'm telling you. He gets worse,
this is a smart brother up here. I've listened to some of his podcasting. He brings good points on some of the topics. But this point right here, you can't say that they dump money into a school. We want money in a family, not a school. Like, I don't understand that portion. And straight smoke, I swear to God. Like, if you don't laugh at this, you're gonna go crazy. Like, I'm losing my cool right now. Just hearing that, like.
But they don't say that. They don't have that sentiment when it comes to other people that they're dumping money. They don't care about other people getting money. We just brother, we just look at each other, brother, and we see ourselves through the eyes of our enemy, bro. And that's crazy. That's crazy.
And you know what that comes from? You know what that truly comes from? Could you imagine someone making you hate me for no reason?
Yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, brother, self-hate is real. Self-hate is real, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you would not believe the amount of hate that someone will have for you for no fucking reason.
Bro.
No reason.
I know that.
I know that also.
It's astonishing. It's astonishing.
It is.
Because you can be like this. You can be like this. Dude, like Brother Nasir, you live on the East Coast, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I stay in Kentucky. How the fuck are you gonna hate me and I'm not even nowhere near around you? No business with you. No nothing. No
but,
nothing.
Bro,
oh man, I don't like what this nigga talking about. What the fuck?
If you're a hateful brother, you don't need no reason. Some people just hateful, bro. Hateful, full
But
of
you know
hate.
what you will do, right? But you know what you will do, right? You'll let the people that you complain about teach your kids, influence your wife, and influence your family structure.
That's backwards.
But I'm your hate.
That's backwards.
Let's go.
That's back. Yeah. Facts.
He got to get kicked out. He got to get voted off the platform.
We got 25% of us on some kind of government assistance. 1 out of every 3 black men will go to jail. We got to do something. We got to work with our hands, work with tools, do something, because we're not doing much of anything. And also, one more piece here. Reparations, again, always dangling in front of us, never going to happen. As long as you've been living, as long as I've been living, as long as everybody been living, they say we need it, and it never gets done. One more piece.
You just said one more piece, then you added another
Hold
one.
on, I promise.
So hold on to it. No, hold on to it.
I'm gonna land the plane. I'm gonna land the plane. I promise. Reparations is a thing. Like I said, it's a carrot that's dangling in front of us. They're never really going to get it done. And if it was going to get done, it would have already been done. It's just something that they're using to try and make us stay Democrat. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, Democrats are not doing reparations either. This is nonpartisan. This is black partisan, baby. Okay.
Well,
this is nonpartisan.
Who do we vote for? Who do we vote for? 93% of the time. There's no incentive.
To be quite honest, you're not talking to a Democrat. You're talking to a radical.
Okay, but let's
land this plane very quickly.
Who do we vote for?
Let's land this plane quickly.
You're
talking to a radical, not a Democrat.
Okay, and you are your own person.
Let me tell you something now. I don't know what they told you, but if they told you that cutting me off is how we're going to get clicks, stop it now.
Oh, no.
That's not how we're going to. That's not how we're going to enter.
We having a debate.
A debate does not require continuously cutting somebody off.
Okay, no problem.
Now I do want to state this. You're stating things as it relates to how money is not fixing a problem without acknowledging the fact that the problem doesn't exist in a vacuum and that there are so many other factors that are determining how that money is getting spent to impede it from actually fixing a problem. You can put all the money into Baltimore public schools you want, but if you are also putting all this money into policing, into communities that are not getting resources, then you are also creating your own conundrum. The other part of this is that when you're saying they, the they is a broad context. And the last part of this that I will say is that you keep saying they're dangling this in our face. They're dangling in this our face. Slavery lasted for 400 years. It hasn't even been 400 years since slavery. So should we be only fighting for a quarter of the time to get repair?
All right. I'm so sorry. You've been voted out by the majority.
All right.
Please return to your seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Matt Nuclear.
Hello, Matt Nuclear?
Matt Nuclear, yes.
Matt Nuclear, give me a better handshake than that. Let's do it.
I appreciate having this conversation with a beautiful black woman like yourself. This is nice, beautiful arena here. I disagree that reparations are necessary. I think the most important thing that's necessary right now for the black community would be the stopping of violence, especially black on black violence. I don't see how reparations is going to solve anything. You can give everyone here like a $50,000 check, especially people that are in the streets who are committing violent crimes consistently. A $50,000 check, it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to increase the median household income in the next 10 years by 10% or 20%. For example, we have the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income. How is that possible? How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that black people kill each other, according to the FBI?
Oh, young Matt.
Yet white people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where you're.
This dude believes everything that is said about us on TV, and he actually believes their statistics. This ignorance is astonishing.
Hey, look. And then he mentioned the Chinese. Let me tell you about the Chinese, especially the ones out here. Do you know how much real estate Chinese people have out in LA or right outside LA, Nasir? They own communities, okay? They own cities out here. So what are you talking about, young brother?
I can't stand when people use other people as a reference and not stick to us. I hate that. Stick to us. The first thing they bring up is Chinese, and this dude bringing up other people, the one who just got kicked off. He's not going to last long. This dude's not going to last long. I watched a little bit of this, but he's not going to last long. He gets kicked off real fast, rightfully so. Rightfully so.
This is great, but look. Why don't they give us the money first, and then see what we're gonna do with it, and then now pass?
You know, but you know what though? I don't want to. I hate. See, I hate when our people use white supremacist talking points because they always say what we're gonna do with it. It's none of your goddamn business. As long as you know if I don't care if I went and I bought $1 million worth of goddamn Jolly Ranchers, it's my money to spend on Jolly Ranchers. You know you paid reparations to me and I blew the money. That's my money to down blow. But the only people they ask or have that type of apprehensiveness about giving the money to is our people. You know why? It's not that we're going to blow the money. It's not that. It's that we are going to do what they always tell us to do, at the same time hinder us from doing it. Pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps.
Yeah.
We're going to see that money will empower us. It will empower us. That's what they're afraid of.
Yeah. Hey.
Us empowering ourselves because we're doing it. We're doing it spite all of this. We're doing it any damn way. Reparation was just make it, we'll just further ourselves faster. That's what it would do.
Yeah,
but we're doing it despite all that.
Look, and we don't have to stand on it because we haven't got it. Like, hey, the money and the land, hey, the crime rate might go down. We will never know unless we get it.
Nope. But here's my whole dichotomy about this, okay? A slave cannot ask for reparations from America.
No, you're right. We need to get out of that slavery thing. You need to get out of the slavery thing. We'll never get it. We'll never get it. We'll never get reparations if we take the slavery route. You're not going to get it. Crimes against humanity. Brother said it's beyond that. Brother says beyond that, and I agree.
I'm telling you, if you want reparations for slavery, you better sue Spain, Italy, and Great Britain, and France. That's who you better look at. You're not getting it from America. America wasn't even built.
Hey,
you're not getting it.
You're not getting it.
We could get reparations for crimes against humanity for atrocities that was done to us and our land being stolen. We can get it from that. They did steal our land and among other thefts.
Other thefts. Ergo, I'm gonna say other thefts. Let's just look at Oklahoma. How they bombed Oklahoma. That is one thing right there. Viola Ford Fletcher.
OC Florida.
I'm serious.
OC
Florida. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we can go through these different atrocities.
Exactly.
We can go through atrocities, but that's not reparations.
That's restitution.
Okay? That's restitution, my guy.
It's restitution.
I'm not going with reparations because I'm not a slave, and you can't get reparations from America that was not built in the time of slavery. Be honest with yourself. You need to go to that go get your British pound.
And that's the reason why they push that doctrine to keep us from getting what's owed to us. That's why they push that doctrine, and that's why they push that indoctrination, so we can be talking about slavery? Are we talking about, us being brought here when we were already here? No, we got to talk about what was done to us here. What was done to us here. And when you push the wrong narrative,
bingo,
you're not going to get the right you're not going to get the right outcome. You're just not.
You're not going to get the right results.
We're not. We got to get out of that.
You're not, because I can pinpoint something to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
He gonna get kicked off. He better get kicked off because he's gonna start spewing. No, he's about to get kicked off. This dude that's talking to Amanda Seales, he's about to get kicked off because he's gonna start spewing straight ignorance, and they're gonna kick him off.
That's why they was holding up the red flag type shit.
Came from, but
when they start raising the flags, that means they want him off. Get his ass out of here.
This is a good concept, by the way. I like this.
They lied to you.
Stats don't lie, though.
Statistics lie all
He said
the time.
stats don't lie.
So let's start there, particularly when the statistics are coming from these sources that gain from the statistics being shown a different way. So if you're going to start your argument on stats don't lie, you've already lost the argument. They lie. They lie all the time. One, comparing Chinese people who are immigrants that made a choice to come to the United States and comparing the continued effort of Black people to ground themselves in a nation that continues to make impediments for them to show and live and exist in their true citizenship is a false equivalency.
I don't believe that happens at all. What? No one here is in.
Are you acting right now? Do you really believe
I'm telling
this?
the truth. There's no systemic racism that I've experienced here in America. What system is racist? I think the only racism we've actually seen recently, systemic racism that we've seen, is the application of systemic racism against white people. The University of Western Washington, for example, has been trying to segregate dormitories, using Black-only dormitories because Black people feel safer amongst.
Oh, that's systemic. A dormitory. That's systemic. He has a fucking clue what systemic racism is. He gonna reduce systemic racism down to some goddamn dormitories.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a nitwit. He's a damn nitwit. Damn, I'm gonna use a word I've been using a long time. He's a fucking nincompoop.
Amongst each other, but they're more likely to kill each other than white people are ever to kill them. That's just the truth. You have King Von rapping about killing other Black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor when Black men are more likely to kill me?
Oh my God, this is scary. You need to think about me as your mama. Do not talk to me in that fashion. So let's check that now. Okay. So on a basic level, we have to understand that systemic racism is grounded in the realities that Black people have not been considered an equal human being in this country since its onset. So there's simply no way to make the argument that there isn't systemic racism. And we have seen in very clear ways the system operate in an organically racist way. Do not cut me off. When we talk about systemic racism, we can start with even the fact that redlining, which was implemented to discriminate Black communities. Are you shaking your head that redlining doesn't exist?
No, I'm saying I don't think it really existed at all. I mean, no, I don't think so at all.
So it does exist, and saying that it doesn't exist doesn't make it no longer exist. Redlining absolutely exists. It is not something that's being made up. It's an empirical fact. And there are realities that exist because of redlining. We know that school systems are related to the way that property taxes are affecting the school systems. If a school system is not getting the same property value as the property taxes allow it, then it's not going to have the same efficacy at allowing for students to be able to get what they deserve. When we talk about systemic racism, we have to acknowledge that these private prisons are literally built based on the test scores of school students in 3rd grade. So if you are literally building prisons with the onset of, okay, if these people are not reaching a certain reading level, then we know that they're going to go down a prison industrial pipeline or we can use their free labor. Then how is that not systemic? And if you want to
stop them from entering prisons,
how are you going to stop people from entering prisons if your goal is to get them into prison?
Sure, make them try to be more like Ben Carson than be like King Von. That's very, very simple.
So how does King Von happen? How does King Von happen?
Be more like Bend Over Carson than King Von. I don't subscribe to neither one of them type niggas.
Yeah,
King Von or Bend Over Carson.
I can't. I want to know, man, who's this man's father and mother? I would want to meet them.
Coming right up, my brother. Coming right up. Okay, just a second. Yes.
Okay. This is juicy.
This would explain everything, brother.
Okay.
Reparations. Actually, no. Let me land the plane. We're talking about reparations, and what you're doing is actually trying to get this conversation off the facts. And the fact is, reparations are just and necessary because on a basic level, Black people built this country, and the country continues to thrive off of the labor that Black people put into this country. And it would behoove you, young man, to really understand the way that your ancestors put blood, sweat, and tears into this nation that is still living off of those blood, sweat, and tears. And let me also add,
His family didn't put blood, sweat, and tears in this nation. Coming right up.
there are reparations and then there is remunerations. Do you know the difference?
Yes, but can I finish one
No,
point that I wanted to
answer the
say?
question.
Ben Carson's cousins were killed at a very young.
I'm so sorry. You've been voted out by the majority. Please return to your seat.
Get your ass out of here.
I hope some of y'all are acting. I really do. I really. We in LA, and I hope some.
We in
people
LA?
are acting.
Oh.
Oh, what's that on your chain?
This is a coin from Israel.
This Negro right here.
This.
I mean, KNEEGROW. Negro.
Oh my god. Oh, I gotta hear this.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, you gotta go.
That's a choice that you are making for yourself.
Yes. The thing with the whole reparations thing, and I don't know, we're probably close to the same age, so maybe you can't call me
How old are
mom.
you?
I'm 32.
I'm 44.
Oh, really? Oh, you look young.
Thank you. That's
All
what water and keeping stress out of your life will do.
Really? Liberal positions are real stressful.
By the way, I wouldn't know. I'm not a liberal. Carry on.
Well, it's the liberal position because conservatives believe in hard work. We believe in going to work and working for what you got, not asking for handouts from people who never had slaves. Some of the people that you're asking for money from never had slaves. And let's talk about the fact that.
So, United States gives Israel an annual budget every year.
Every year.
And the United States didn't do to Israel, well, to the Jewish people, what was done, what they say was done to the Jewish people. So our people, some of our people hate to see our people get our just due, but don't have a problem with seeing other people getting what, they don't even deserve. This dude sitting here with a coin from spewing all this goddamn ignorance, man.
Can I get one in real quick?
Oh yes, sir, brother. Go ahead.
Do you know that the United States have given certain people of a demographic that you're talking about reparations because of the Holocaust?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Something that they didn't do.
And we had nothing to do with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with it, but they get reparations.
They get money. Hold on. They got money from us.
Annual
money,
budget,
and then I look at how AIPAC does. Majority of these senators, representatives, House representatives, they have dual citizenship to Israel.
You already know.
They are honorary members. They are honorary members of the Israeli Knesset also.
So where does your allegiance lie for real?
The allegiance is not to the American people. They are
no, it's not.
It's not to the American people.
I got a question.
Because who? Oh, hold on. This is the quiet part out loud. Who is the American people?
I'm talking to two.
Exactly. Can't give you niggas money. You wide nose, bell
On the
pepper
Rick,
nose, having niggas can't give
on
you
the
niggas money.
on the Rick James side of the game.
You know what, brother Nasir? Guess what I got? I got a clip. I got a clip of a. I don't want to say it like this on your channel, but I got a clip of a guy from that demographic, right? And he said, and I quote, he said, "Oh well, you know, some of them dance good, some of them sing okay. They make good barbecue, but you know, we have to use them as the puppets that we have to use them for."
Brother,
Because all they are monkeys.
Like I said, brother, you got the email. I got the email. Let's set something up. We gotta set something up.
I got a question. Does I'm gonna look it up as I finish this question to both of you. Does Germany pay Israel annually?
I would have to do my research on that. No, I don't think Germany give Israel nothing. I don't think they do.
Nothing.
So why does America get the bill?
No, ain't no thought. No, no.
It's because Israel is the satellite state to
of
the
Germany.
States.
Yeah, and I think wasn't Britain established that land?
If I say this,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, he got dropped off.
You got dropped off.
Yeah.
He'll come back up. Let's carry on. He'll come back up, and I just let him right back up.
Okay.
There were also black people that had slaves. So if you want to talk about that, how is that fair? If I'm a white person and my family fall on the side of the Union, why should I have to pay for slaves when this whole country was never all right?
Why is he worried about that? I do not like when I can't stand when we don't focus on us and he's worried about what other people, the fairness of other people is unfair it is in this damn country. He worried about the fairness to other people.
Half of the some of the founding fathers were abolitionists, and they hated slavery, and they actually put things in the Declaration of Independence and things too because they believed that there'll be a future where there would be a black president one day, or that there would be people in leadership that were black. There was people in the North who helped with the Underground Railroad and fought with the Union. So why is that fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
One, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity. And we have equal opportunity in this country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president and we had a black vice president. I think she was black. They said she was black.
This nigga looks and he looks like an overweight motherfucking Kevin Hart. He damn sure sound like him.
Oh my God. I can't today, yo. I can't.
I'm doing this on purpose, brother. You know that.
Yeah, I already know because look. I love this concept that I'm watching here. It's great. It just shows me the mind, the level of intelligence of a lot of our people, man, and what I'm hearing. Man, this brother ain't it right here. No.
I mean, this is ignorance at an all-time high right here, brother.
Yeah.
This is ignorance at an all-time high. I've never heard such ignorance.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because this young man you know, I have children older than him. Have children older than this dude. And the ignorance he's spewing is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sickening.
I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election.
Because he was selected. He wasn't elected. I knew Barack Obama was going to be president 2004 when he spoke at the DNC. I said he's up next. How the hell a damn junior senator get to speak at the DNC? I knew he was up next. Anybody that knows me would tell you I said it. I said he got next.
Look,
he about to be president.
Look, Brother Nasir, my pops told me, hey, you got to be aware. You got to be aware if someone just pops out of nowhere,
exactly,
and gets the top spot out of nowhere and gets the top spot that he's paid for. And look, and when we speak about Obama, I want to see Obama. Anyone that's got tape film of Obama sitting down with the other senators passing or grilling some FBI agent or something. I haven't seen anything yet.
And not only that, Obama, like other presidents, are mouthpieces, and they are used to push certain agendas. And they're not agendas. They're not agendas that's of the interest of the United States. They are corporate interest.
Mm-hmm.
The corporate interest, shareholder interest, special interest. That's what it
Special
is.
interest. Yes,
exactly.
that's what it is.
APAC.
What it is.
APAC interest.
Exactly. You know, they wanted to get in AFRICOM. They wanted to start AFRICOM. They wanted to get in Africa. They got in there through him. So it's a whole lot that he did. And he pushed other agendas, if you know what I mean. You know, the one that's synonymous to his name.
Yeah, right.
You know, his name is Obama, and he pushed Abomination. He pushed that also.
Yeah, we already know. See, this is the thing. I can't look, it's sad, brother. It's sad hearing a brother say or spew what this brother is saying right now. It's sickening.
So, you know, Obama becoming president, that didn't benefit nobody but him, Malaya.
Oh, it benefited somebody else.
But it benefited us, though.
No, not the brothers.
Hold on. Yeah, we gonna talk rational, or we just gonna what we doing? Because you know I'm from that state, and a lot of people just keep glossing over Larry Sinclair. A lot of people keep glossing over a lot of different things, and I'm not about to let that slide, bro.
I don't know who that is, brother.
I'm about to look at
so
my right now.
Larry Sinclair. Watch what you see when you see that. Come on, man.
So you giving me you giving me homework, little brother?
Man, hey, listen to me. I respect you. I love you as an older brother, and the only thing I will ever do is stay on my P's and Q's, because I'm not about to come up here and just blow no smoke at you.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate that. You've been nothing but respectful ever since we met.
But I just cannot sit back and allow people just like gloss over certain things. You know, just like I wanted to say before I got rudely into, because I stay in the country, brother. I'll stay in the country. I did this for a reason. But when you was talking about, Germany, right? Okay, let's get something understood. The Jews came from Germany.
Yes.
You might want to put that in your
They came from Germany,
from his country.
They came from Germany, and they went and they stole that land from the Palestinians.
Mm-hmm. Because that was Palestine. That was Palestine first. Was not Israel, sir.
Exactly. I mean, and I believe it was what,
I don't
1948,
mean I
somewhere
don't
around
want to
that
be that
area.
guy, but I'm not going to sit back because I to school with. He's from Palestine. His whole family is.
Okay.
And he was like, there's no way you're gonna tell me that over 3,000 years my people have been in this land and all of a sudden it's we didn't have that. I'm not gonna say that, but you know exactly what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're
We
saying,
didn't have
brother.
them there. They were brought there.
Yep, sure was. And
They
you
were
know what
brought
though?
there.
And that right there was a part of the reparations package of that land. And that land was a part of the reparations package. Gifts from the United States and the annual budget they've been getting since then.
Yep.
But my brothers, I'm gonna leave this timestamp on the land this right here where we're at. We can continue this, you know. I'll be in contact with you, brothers, and we can continue watching this because, like I said, it gets worse.
Oh my God.
It gets worse. It gets worse than this. I'm telling you.
Oh.
I haven't seen such buffoonery in my damn life. When people, I mean, clueless young people. It's like like you were saying, my brother T. Wriggles, who the parents are. Ah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But I thank you, brothers, for coming through and hanging out with me and joining this build. And you know, I like, you know, the contribution to the build that you brothers brought was, you know, intricate and pertinent. And I appreciate you. And I would definitely be in touch because we need to finish this right here. We need to finish this.
Yeah, we got to finish this. And
I
thank you, brother.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, brother Nasir, for having me on. Straight Smoke. Love your energy. Love your mindset, man. We got to do this again. And thank you again, brother Nasir. This is I can't wait for part 2 on this one. Sure.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you both.
Well.
Your energy, your demeanor, your mannerisms. Nothing but respect, brothers. Appreciate it.
And if I could say this to you, brother Nasir, T. Wriggles, all I'm going to do every time I get with any of you guys is I'm only going to talk about what I know. That's it. That's all.
That's fair.
There's no room for.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to do.
Hey,
that's all I want to do.
And that's all I'm going to do, brother. Because if I don't know something, you're gonna hear me saying nothing, and I'm just gonna. You heard what I said when you said some things. I said enlighten me.
Yeah.
Right on.
If I don't know by the end of the stream, I'm going to know.
Right. And Straight Smoke, thank you, brother. Hey, look, thank you, brother, because truth is the only thing we can all stand on here. And I walk and talk and I bathe in this truth now. So if you bring in the truth, man, we're gonna be the best of friends because I know you ain't gonna hold back for nothing. Much love to you, Straight Smoke.
Man, I appreciate everything that you're saying to both of you brothers. And again, I'm not doing this not only just for my family, but your families as well.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
The extended
because
family.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. I want you to be the best you can be, not some of the time, all the time. That's what I say in my house. You gonna be the best you gonna be, not some of the time, all the time. You gonna make the correct decisions, not some of the time, all the time. It's not no error or gray area to fuck up, none of that. What it is that if it's something you don't like, move around. Move around.
Exactly. But before I go, I want to say peace and power to Big Dog Philly OG, Shawanda Williams, Dre Cobb's music, Warfare K. Thank you all for joining. And I want to thank my wife. She's always watching. She's always cheering me on. You know, she don't
Right
make
on.
no comments, but she's my biggest supporter. I want to thank Face Doom too. If you haven't gotten your copy of my wife's book, Fire 2's coming soon. My brother T Wriggles, she's wrapping it up as we speak. She's wrapping up the Fire 2, the finale. She's wrapping it up, and it'll be out soon. And
Yeah, put me in tune with that.
indeed, here's the promo. Here's the promo.
Put me in tune with that.
Oh, it's the wrong one. That's the background. Pardon me, brothers. Let me
It's
go
all
up.
good.
I gotta go up.
And let me know if you need any work done, bro.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Get your copy of Fire. It's definitely a must-read. If you enjoy hood books, this one is it. Just like the title of the book, it's officially Fire. Get it on Amazon, paperback or Kindle.
Right
Promo
on.
hot. The
There's
promo
Fire.
hot.
There's Fire number 1, and Fire 2, the finale, is coming out. Let me see if I got the promo for that. I know I got the promo for that somewhere around here. I don't know what I did with it. I know I got the promo.
And old dude want to holler at you, bro.
Old dude?
Yup, he want to holler at you.
All right.
He's sending me links. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, what's going on? So I sent him your channel thing. If you about to bounce, what I'm gonna do is you got my email. Hit me with an email.
Have them get in touch with me, brother.
Right. Hit me with an email. So yeah, I need to make some connections happen because yeah, that's just what I do. I'm not
Indeed.
no harbinger of nothing. I want everything to be spilt. Fuck all that.
Hey,
Indeed.
and I forgot to mention, Brother Nasir, my bad. Congratulations on your 3.3 subscribers, brother. Woo! That's what I'm
Appreciate
talking
it, brother. I appreciate it. Brother, I got most of them like over the weekend, bro.
Yeah, man. Much love to you, man. That's good
Got
stuff
'em
right there.
most of that over the weekend. You ever
You're
heard
doing a
this
great
beat?
job, brother.
I put this beat together, brother. You ever heard this? Check it out.
Wow. Did you use Stevie?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounded like very superstitious.
That's what it is. Check this one out,
Writing on the wall.
Check my Luther Vandross flip out. Check my Luther Vandross flip out.
Boy,
Okay.
boy. Oh boy,
Okay.
boy.
Let me sit in with you. Let me sit in with you. Let me sit in with you. You know what, brother Nasir? I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I love you like a brother.
Yes, sir, brother. Love you like a brother. Yes, sir.
Do you know who Rick Home is?
Yeah.
Use that past the information, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's the one you need.
Indeed.
That's the one you need.
I don't know who that is, but
You fitting for that. You're very fitting for that. You're very fitting for that. Pass the information. Extend the knowledge. You're very fitting for that.
I appreciate it, brother.
Rick Holmes. Rick Holmes.
I appreciate it. Well, my brothers.
Appreciate you, my dude.
Old dude. Peace to my brother.
There he is. There he is.
Peace to my brother. Peace to None Your Business. Thanks for tapping in. Old dude, thanks for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. We about to get up out of here right now. Old dude, I'm gonna be in touch with you. And
yeah,
we need to do something. Straight Smoke, you know what it is. T Wriggles, you know what it is. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Until next time, this is the Enemy's Public. I am Brother Nasir. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.
Enemy Public, I saw your thing on YouTube, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.